Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review for today's Matchday Live, of course, as we take on Yokohama in our final game of the Japanese tour. I am not sure where our colleague Stato is at. I think he might have done a Billy and just continually just fell asleep. But I'm sure he'll be with us at some point. Lady Sam has a hangover as well, so you should just put that in the chat as well. So if anyone has a good cure, let her know in the comments. But thank you very much for tuning in. If you do enjoy today's show, as usual, please give it the thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel and you like what you see with the commentary, etc., please do subscribe. We have full match commentary of every Newcastle United game this season with myself or Billy. Billy will be taking on the home games. I'll be doing the away games because I'll be at the ground this season, doing some vlogs and stuff as well. So please subscribe, free to do so. Come and be part of an incredible community. But don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. And of course, you can help the channel by becoming a member. You can do that by hitting the join button just underneath us. And of course, super chats are also available with the $ at the bottom of the live comments, which will also get your comment guaranteed to be read out on the show. Good morning, Mr. Billy Bob.
Good morning, and good morning to all out there in Viewerland.
And how are we on this fine Saturday Saturday morning?
Fine. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the teams. I haven't yet seen it, so.
Well, that's because you never get your ass out of bed early enough, Billy.
I was up early today, but I've been playing FIFA and shit like that. So.
Well, there you go. Well, let's do it straight away, shall we? This is the team that Newcastle United are putting out today. Vlachodimos starts in goal. No particular order. Cher, Joe Linton, Barnes, Isak Hall, Livramento, Almiron, Kelly, Longstaff, and Bruno, who will skip at the side. So again, Billy, a really strong team, maybe apart from our right-hand side.
I'm quite liking it actually. Vlachodimos getting his first start. So we've got a good defense there. I think I'm looking forward to see Kelly play. But Tino and Hall on the flanks with Cher and Kelly in the middle. And then we've got a really good, Longstaff side. Bruno, Joe Linton, and Longstaff with Almiron. I mean, look, it's Barnes, yeah.
It's interesting. There's no Willock on the bench today, by the way.
No.
But I think they were just taking the time with Willock. We know that. It's a reasonably strong bench, I guess. You know, you've got Lewis there, you've got Kraft, Murphy, Ashby, Byrne, Miley, Turner, Cook, Heffernan, Parkinson, Harrison, and Sanusi.
I'd like to see Ashby get a go as he goes.
Yep. That would be rather nice to see as well. So we'll see if that
change my graphic.
Alex is here, everybody.
Good morning. And for anybody who was here yesterday, I've got no camera issues. I've changed 0 things since yesterday, by the way. It's just magically fixed itself. Very odd.
Have you got lights on, Stato?
I had lights on yesterday.
Yeah, but it's lighter now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lighter outside.
I've still got the blind closed. There's no changes.
Although then again, I don't think the light would. It's still light when we go on.
I just think I need a proper camera, but we'll cross that bridge.
Yeah, well, Bruff Butler's helping us out with that, of course. He said yesterday, so we'll hold him to that.
Could you put the lineup up very quick, Paul? Because I'm just going to whack it on my little 11. Right. So who's playing where? Fabian Cher. Who's the other centre half? Lloyd Kelly, presumably.
Yeah. Kelly, yep.
Essentially, where's he on my graphic?
So a left back of Hall and a right back of Livramento.
What number have they given Kelly? 25. Is that his actual squad number, is it?
Well, I guess that's his squad number, yeah, because they're all playing in the proper numbers. So,
all right, so Kelly and Cher, Livramento, I'm guessing is going to be the right back.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Who's our left back in this situation?
Lewis
Hall. Lovely. That's nice and simple.
And then we've got Longstaff, Bruno, and Joe Linton.
Not too shabby at all, is it? Although apparently Willock's not in the squad, but it's fine. It's just precautionary.
Yeah, of course it is. I'm not worried about Willock. By the way, the stadium is a lot fuller than the other one was the other day. There's still empty.
There's still empty Capital. Seats. It's a Saturday.
Yeah, there's still empty seats there, but I think they'll fill up by kickoff. But again, it's massive spaces behind the 2 goals. Huge.
I'd like to have seen Jamal Lewis actually play. Because I mean, Lewis Hall's played both games so far. Be nice to see Jamal Lewis get.
Yeah, I think he wants to give Hall as much possible minutes to get him ready for the season. It's a big season coming up, of course.
Barnes and Miggy. I'm not sure care about Miggy starting as much.
Well,
But
I don't think anybody does, to be honest. But I guess that's
I just feel like Murphy's in such a good place right now. I'd prefer to just
keep him
help.
going. Yeah.
Well, let's not forget it's pre-season, and they're obviously going to take precautions.
Well, they need to give Miggy minutes in case Murphy has a problem.
Oh, God.
We've got at the Olympics. I think it's the men's eights and the rowing. I'm not sure what it is. There's a lot of people there.
Wow. Jimmy Barr, thank you for your super chat. Got the game on mute to listen to the best commentary in Toon. Can't wait to see how Kelly gets on. Bruno and Cher to start too. How are the lads? Indeed. It is a very, very strong lineup. There's a lot of people there today. So I guess it's important to put on another performance today, fellas.
100%. But it's about getting minutes in the legs, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we can have a performance and a win to boot, that'd be great. But if not, so what? Really, I like to win the game, but I like to perform well. But really, it's about getting fitness.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's about fitness. But I think some players, though, Billy, we said this in commentary the other day. There is some players that are playing for places here. It may be friendlies, but certainly for the likes of Miggy Almiron, he's got to look like he's performing, because, I mean, we don't know if he's going to be here by the start of the season anyway. I would hope not, but we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
You've got the Yokohama lineup, Paul?
No.
I'll have a look for it if you want.
Well, we tried. Me and Billy tried the other day, and it was all in Japanese. So we couldn't understand the bloody thing. I really think so. Yeah.
I've got it here. If you want me to put it up on, it's the FOTMob version.
Is it in Japanese?
Does it really matter? I mean,
they've got Japanese names, so it's always in Japanese to a point, isn't it?
Oh, who's a bitch that got outside of the wrong side of the got out the wrong? Oh, forget it. I can't even.
Where's Ken? Ken's not playing.
I know Ken's not playing. No, they've got this down as a wing back system with a back three with Kato and his brother, double Kato with Dudu in the middle, Dudu Eduardo.
The famous Dudu.
They're number 20. They're number 20. The old guard attacking midfielders not starting. They've gone with the two Brazilian wingers. They've not gone with their Brazilian striker though. They've gone with Takuma Nishimura, and I don't know. We didn't actually look at him yesterday. Who is Takuma Nishimura? He's 27-year-old. He's obviously a bit smaller than the Brazilian because he was quite tall.
Oh, glad you.
I clarified it. Don't worry, I saved it.
No. That's not that. Let's be nice, gentlemen. Connor's been a member for 7 months and says, Paul, did you hear back from the club and going back to the games? Yes, I did, and yes, I am.
72K
to get Alex on the books to upgrade the website. Okay, fair enough. Yvonne, good morning. Hi, guys. I don't have the game on TV. I just need you to entertain me and be my eyes. How are the lads? Well, we will do that for you, Yvonne. No problem at all. Like I said, please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. We are trying to push for 40,000. We're just under 9,000 away. Still a way to go, but hey, you never know. So that is the team lineup.
I'm guessing it's going to be this anyway. It might not be, but it's very likely that this is what we normally line up as.
What number did Vlachodimos have? Do you remember?
Did it say on the official lineup? 19.
Hey,
19.
We can give him a number. Everybody's just got question marks at the moment until things get confirmed.
Well, I pretty much think they're the squad numbers, to be honest.
Although I'd be interested to see if it does look like this, because obviously whenever we play Bruno, he does tend to be this guy in front of the back four. But in recent pre-seasons, we've had a lot of Hall next to Jamie Miley. We've had quite a lot of double pivots, and then Joe Linton has tended to just wander a bit more. So it's looked almost a bit more like that, with Joe Linton floating, and then out of possession we drop into a midfield five. So we'll see. Maybe he's trying to evolve his system, or he's just going to revert back to Bruno's the guy that sits here. Who knows?
Well, the teams are about to come out, with Bruno leading Newcastle United out as captain, with a big smile on his face, which is nice. I love that third kit, by the way, guys. It is fabulous. It really is.
Mine's not working on the website yet, by the way. I've clicked watch and it's not.
Oh, here we go again. Oh no. Mine's working. Have you logged in, Alex?
Oh, there you go. It's working now. I've just clicked it. I've had to refresh it.
Look at the mascots.
I know. Yeah. What the hell is that behind the teams? Is that Donald Duck's sister or something?
Be careful. Sinclair will be after it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You see him at Disneyland the other day.
Alex, can you knock your screen off the below because it's putting me off?
Oh, am I screen sharing the actual match on
You
your
are,
end?
yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes. Thank you. Much appreciated. There's mascots all over the place, which is a little bit weird.
It is, isn't it?
Bruno can't stop
captain.
smiling. Yeah, chewing on that chewing gum. And now he's going through. I mean, even Bruno's taller than most of these players. So,
oh no, come on.
I mean, that says a lot.
You can't say that and then tell Billy off for his jokes.
No, I can, because I think aerial threat is going to be a thing in this game. I said it the other day. We have to take advantage of the aerial threat that we have.
Couple of decent headers, though, to be fair, from in the games I watched doing the Yokohama Marinos research. You know, the Brazilians aren't small, and it's a lot of positional stuff with headers back across goal. I did love, by the way, some of the Japanese commentary. They said "segundo posto" when it went to the back post. So it seems like they do take some anglicized words, and they just because they call a sandwich a sandwichu or sandwichu.
No idea.
They add a thing onto the end. So he said "segundo posto" when it went to the back post and they scored.
Thanks. So. Well, we've just seen Miggy Almiron smiling, which is probably all he's going to do so far in the 90 minutes. But this is how Yokohama line up. Nishimura, Inui, Elber, and Mateus at the back. Yamani and Kida in the midfield. No, I'm going backwards. I do apologise. Nishimura's the striker. Forget
English
it.
Manager, is it English manager John Hutchinson, do you reckon?
He could be American or Scottish. Who knows? Steve says, looking forward to feeding my Saturday afternoon football thirst with you guys. You are very much a part of my life these days. I thank the day I discovered you and your wonderful channel. Thank you very much, Steve. Very nice of you to say that bit. Yeah, it is a much better turnout. It's packed in there today for the game.
They're saying 4-2-3-1, aren't they?
Yeah, they've gone with a double pivot.
The referee is Yusuke Araki.
Yusuke what?
Araki. Hiya! Newcastle line up with Vlachodimos, a back four of Livramento, Cher, Kelly. They've spelled Cher wrong on the board, by the way. I don't know whether you've noticed that, guys. Kelly.
Well, no, that is how you spell it if you don't do the symbol letter.
Oh, don't let them off, Alex. Bruno, Longstaff, Joe Linton, and Barnes, Isak, and Almiron up front. So, yeah, it's a good, strong, powerful lineup for Newcastle. We are in the third kit, of course, today as well. Really looking forward to this. As Eddie Howe shakes, I think Hutchison must be English.
He's Australian.
Oh, he's Australian. Well, there you go. G'day, mate.
They've got William Pop on the bench. Be careful.
Oh, dear. Well, I've got my bottle of here as well. So there you go. And Billy's drinking his can of. And Alex is drinking a holographic cup of coffee.
Yeah, TTR mugs in the wash.
Yeah, well, the Yokohama do have some supporters in the stadium on their home ground. They have a little corner of around 80 of them who are jumping up and down at the moment.
Kamikaze.
I think they'll be Billy. They'll be wanting to take things seriously today. They'll want to get a result. They will want a result. It is going to be Yokohama to kick off. By the way, the camera's miles away from the field, but never mind. We are ready to get underway.
Somebody changed the settings of the view on FIFA. God, that's too far. It's zoomed out too far.
Terrible, isn't it? Hopefully they'll zoom in when the game.
It looks like sensible soccer.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll zoom in a little bit. Mind you, I tend to play my FIFA like that when I do play FIFA. Haven't played in a long time because I'm shit. Anyway, the game is underway, and hopefully the camera will zoom a little bit in. It is starting to move forward a little bit. Thank God for that. But we are underway. Let's get the scoreboard up there. There you go, ladies and gents. And first touch there for Harvey Barnes to win the ball back. Bruno back to Fabian. Sorry, yes, it is Fabian Cher. Kelly had made a run forward to win the ball. And it's now with Livramento inside to Bruno. Back to Fabian Cher. And he goes back to Vlachodimos. First touch of the game for Newcastle's new goalkeeper. And Shea plays the long ball forward, looking for Isak. Isak is offside. Wow, that line, guys, that linesman's tiny. I mean, he is literally 4 foot tall. But I suppose it's good for offsides if you're low to the ground. Well, I'm just making an obvious point, Billy. You know what I mean? If you can see the offsides better, surely.
Oh God, it's so many people's birthdays today.
Yeah, Mark
Ian
the
Fleming,
Celt,
Mark the
happy
Celt.
birthday. Ian Fleming, happy birthday. Wow.
And it's Geordie Josh's as well. Happy birthday.
Is that actually Geordie Josh, though?
Yeah.
Because he's got a dash after his name. I hope that is Geordie
Maybe.
Josh. If so, happy birthday, buddy. Derek says, what do you think about the possible demonstration of far right next Saturday at the same time as... We're not going to get into politics, Derek. I just hope that common sense prevails, basically. That's all we can hope for. You know, it's shocking what happened last night in Sunderland, but we're not getting into it. He is Yokohama on the ball over the top, going between, and Vlachodimos doesn't come, and a chance here, but good defending by Tino Livramento, and he sweeps it up now for Sean Longstaff. But a little bit of miscommunication there. I think Shea thought the goalkeeper was coming.
Oh, well, he's rooted to his line, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah. He's
Don't know that.
Barnes. No.
Don't know that.
Good ball by Barnes, and Almiron now has a touch of the football and plays it inside for Sean Longstaff. Little 1-2 there. Now Bruno back to Sean Longstaff. Longstaff has Lewis Hall, but he doesn't use him. Isak goes out to the right-hand side, a little bit behind Livramento, but he keeps the ball in and gets it back now to Fabian Shea just before the halfway line. Shea, lovely ball over the top for Joe Linton, who'd made a brilliant run, just couldn't quite control the ball. I think he was trying to feed it off to Isak there and let Isak through on goal, but Newcastle win the ball back. Very positive start from the Magpies here, but we lose it, and Yokohama come away with it. But good opportunity there, good run by Joe Linton.
Brilliant run off the ball, wasn't it? And if he'd just got a little flick on it, he could have put Isak in one-on-one, wouldn't he? But brilliant run from Joe Linton. Brilliant one, well spotted as well.
Good defending by Newcastle United there. Lewis Hall, Barnes all involved. Barnes now wins the ball back for Newcastle. Great play from Harvey Barnes. Looks for support and gets it from Lewis Hall. Hall to Bruno. And Bruno to Fabian Shea. He can then give it back to Bruno through the middle. And Bruno shakes his man off. Quality from Bruno again. Long ball out to Barnes. Didn't have the pace on it. And it's back with the Yokohama goalkeeper.
Yeah, not good from Jan Mateos there from Yokohama on the right wing. Tried to do a breakaway and just let it get away from him.
Yep. Oh, but Newcastle have it back now with Isak just outside the penalty area. Isak, a little bit of skill, lays it off to Livramento. He fires the ball across. It's cleared away. And Yokohama clear the danger. But again, it's a positive start this by the Toon, Billy.
It's Lewis Hall there with a fantastic pass into Isak. You know, very advanced up the pitch. Really good start for Newcastle this.
Here's Bruno now in the centre circle. Rolls it to Fabian Shea. Shea confidently, little back heel to remain in possession of the ball. Back to Longstaff. And he gives it back to Vlachodimos. Lays it out to Lloyd Kelly now. Kelly back to the goalkeeper. And he sends a ball out wide up the field looking for Isak. Isak doesn't jump for that one. And Yokohama get the ball back. And bring it into Newcastle United's half. So far, first 5 minutes, very, very positive. Looking hungry for the ball. All the players, really. And again,
been impressed with the start down the left-hand side. Barnes and Hall have both been really good so far.
Yeah,
Hall really cool in defence a minute ago.
Yep. And there's Barnes again winning the ball back. Good strength. And then he goes on a run. He's taken 2 Yokohama players on here. 3 now come to get him. He's taken down. Free kick from Newcastle. Again, very positive that from Harvey Barnes.
It's a good problem to have. With no Gordon at the moment, we still look really strong on the left.
Well, that's not a great touch by Joe Linton, but Bruno made up for it. Lewis Hall now to Barnes. Barnes, nice pass inside Isak. Isak first time out to Joe Linton. Joe Linton cuts in on his right, back to Isak, but he can't control it. And it's cleared away as far as Bruno. But some excellent passing so far from Newcastle United. Some good movement, some good passing. And well, it's coming down our left mainly. As Shea pops one out to Harvey Barnes again, takes it down on the chest. Lewis Hall is ahead of him. Barnes now looks for somebody to make a run, rolls it back into Bruno, who's had loads of the ball in the first few minutes of this game. Great to see them hungry for the ball in what is a friendly, but they look really up for it.
Bruno's the fulcrum to everything we do, though, isn't he? You know, he's
lovely flick
on
again.
the ball as much as possible.
Absolutely.
My stream just kicked me out and then put me back into the website as well. It's playing again, but they really need to sort this out, because there's been problems in all 3 games so far in preseason for people with streams ending early and.
Well, for you to have not a problem.
No, everybody in the whole game, everybody's stream ended 4 to 5 minutes early.
Yeah.
This was for everybody. It was very strange.
Yeah, there is some. They do need to still work on some stuff. There's no doubt about that.
They do. Considering they're charging everyone for this now consistently, they've got to get it right if they're charging for stuff.
No doubt. Anyway, Livermento's on the ball now. Plays it across to Lloyd Kelly. Kelly brings it forward. Rolls it to Harvey Barnes, just over the halfway line. Barnes again, very, very hungry and looking to take. He gets tackled this time, but he wins. Look at the hunger to get that back, and he has. And now Isak can play it out to the right-hand side to Almiron. Almiron now, he's got options. It's a terrible ball into Longstaff, and Yokohama get the ball back. That is typical Miggy Almiron, guys. I'm sorry, but that simple ball. And
I mean, Sean's got to run a bit more than that. He made the right run, but both of them were poor there. Sean should have put his foot down a little bit, and Miggy should have timed that pass a lot better.
Yeah. And Yokohama now bring it forward over the halfway line. They've got men forward here, out to the far side. Livermento is defending. They do have an outside runner. They get the byline. Will a cross come in? Livermento does well again to block the cross. And that's going to just trickle out for a throw in to Yokohama. To be honest, I mean, a lot of our attacks so far have been, really dedicated down the left-hand side.
That's been deliberate by any chance.
Well, you never know. Oh, that's surely offside. Good God, he's about 6 yards offside. Dear me. Yes, it is. Jock says his stream is working well on NUFC TV. There is intermittent problems, Jock. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Stephen, stop asking for dodgy streams. We don't do that on this channel. Bruno finds Joe Linton. And again, Harvey Barnes wants the ball. And he's running at the fullback now. Lewis Hall on an overlap. Here is Lewis Hall. In comes the cross, just slightly too deep for Isak. And it's headed away. But again, Newcastle's desire to win the ball back. How fast is their left winger, by the way, guys? I mean, he's almost done Livermento for pace there, but Tino did well to hang on to the ball.
Who's at the 17? That's Inoue. He's one of their midfielders.
He's rapid.
He's very quick.
Yeah.
Good cross out from Lewis Hall. It's just a pity that Isak didn't jump.
Yeah, I think that... Oh, that's a great ball over the top for Isak. And he's cleaning on goal. He's just took it a little bit wide. Isak pulls it back for Sean Longstaff. And he can't convert. It's a good save. But how has he missed that? Jesus Christ on a bike. Anyway, here's Harvey Barnes as the attack continues. Barnes cuts in his right. Floats a ball over, headed away. I mean, Isak's got to try and get a header on there. But Livermento brilliantly wins it back for Newcastle. Back to Joe Linton now. He has Bruno in support. Harvey Barnes makes himself available again. It was a really bad pass from Bruno, but Barnes did well to control it. And it's all the way back with Lloyd Kelly now. But guys, I mean, there is the perfect example of what we were saying the other day about Sean Longstaff making them good runs into the box.
Yeah.
And dear.
He did everything right, though. He because there were too many bodies in the way, he took the first touch for extra space. Ooh.
Oh, great ball through. Isak, the goalkeeper, has come miles out. Isak can't find Longstaff. And again, a big opportunity. And Isak will be annoyed with himself for that.
He is.
But Newcastle really looking threatening every time they come forward. But here come Yokohama. That looked offside. No flag, says the referee. Shot on, and it's into the side netting.
Can you put your flag up? That was miles offside. Come on.
Well, he hasn't put the flag up, Alex.
It was miles offside.
I did actually think it was miles offside as well.
I've just seen it now. I'm not sure it is. I think it's debatable, that one.
Well, the flag didn't go up.
But that Sean Longstaff shot, he actually avoided taking it first time because there were too many bodies in the way. He took a nice first touch to give him some space and time, and then didn't take that time to place the shot. He just booted it into bodies. He did everything right apart from the finish.
What's been really impressive in the first however long we've been playing for is the pressure when the fullbacks high up the pitch when they're getting the defence. Both fullbacks have been out, all and Livermento, and it's key to us getting that press on. And it was part of the big season where I did the year there with fullbacks winning the ball high up in the pitch. Great.
What I am loving is the determination to get the ball back when we lose it. It's incredible, the intensity. Joe Linton now back to Bruno. Bruno plays it across to Longstaff, takes it down nicely, plays it into Almiron. Almiron now. He's running backwards and plays it all the way back to Fabian Schär now. Schär, as Newcastle rebuild, not a great pass by Schär into Bruno, and we've lost the ball. And Yokohama now attack. They've only got 2 men forward here, but they do have a big bit of space on this left-hand side here. Into the box comes the Japanese. Shot comes in, and I think that clipped the crossbar. Either that or it was a brilliant save from Vlachodimos. I'm not sure, but it looked like it took some sort of deflection there. But poor that from Newcastle. Left a huge hole down the left-hand side.
There wasn't a lot of urgency to get bodies back either. They were quite happy to try and defend that in numbers versus numbers. It's dangerous if they put a good finish in.
Guys, nearly 1,800 people watching on both platforms across YouTube and Twitter this morning. Welcome to Matchday Live on the Toon Review. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel and you like what you see. Let's see if we can get up to 31,100 by the end of the stream. That would be really nice.
One thing to note, Paul, we're only 12 minutes in. How many long balls over the top have we seen that have found people as well? Probably 4 or 5 for Joe Linton and Isak. Yeah.
I'm liking Isak's running off the ball, actually. He's making a lot of space for himself. Long, high ball, crossfield. Livramento intercepts with a header.
Joe Linton's marauding today, isn't he? He's in one of them moods, marauding all over the shop.
But he wasn't really playing his normal position, was he, the other day?
Well, he's doing it now. Look where he is now. He occasionally joins in as a striker.
And again, the flag, well, it has gone. I'm going to say, bloody hell's fire.
It's like 20 yards further forward than everyone else.
I mean, Newcastle playing a very, very high line there, but a very disciplined line, I have to say. Yeah. Much, much better. And here is Lloyd Kelly now. Taking his time, seeing what is available. Not much movement ahead of him, but he finds Lewis Hall. Hall spins, gives it back to Lloyd Kelly. Kelly, in turn, goes across to Fabian Schär. Schär, again, looking for that ball. But again, he's not had a great start passing-wise, Fabian Schär. Well won back by Bruno now. And Bruno sees the run of Isak straight away. And, of course, Bruno finds him. Lovely touch by Isak. Keeper comes out and does really well. Barnes tries to get there. The goalkeeper, again, does really well. Bruno tries to chip him from 50 yards. Isak's down, but I think he'd be okay. But good goalkeeping that from the Japanese goalkeeper.
Yeah, good alert goalkeeping, wasn't it? Spotted the danger and got out quickly.
But by God, Isak looks hungry.
He looks injured at the minute.
Well, yeah, let's... I think it's just an impact. The collision with the goalkeeper there.
It's a fantastic pass from Bruno.
I don't think there's not much wrong with Isak there, to be fair.
I think he landed on his collarbone, shoulder a bit.
Shoulder, yeah.
If Dubravka could have been in goal for them, it's 1-0 to us.
Yeah, I just thought that, when he said that.
I'll tell you what, though, he's making some fabulous runs. Here's that chance for Longstaff again. Good composure. But again, I mean, the finish is straight at the goalkeeper.
Really good first touch to give himself time to place it and then doesn't place it. It's just frustrating for all of us.
To be fair, I think the goalkeeper, to be fair, stood up big and made a good save. So, let's not take anything away from the goalkeeper as well. He did his job, as he just done again there. We've won the ball back. Yeah. Here's Bruno. Beautiful ball through to Miggy. Oh,
So Sean won the ball to start all of that off, by the way.
He did, and Sean's still on the ball. Here is Almiron again. Almiron, back to Bruno. Bruno needs some help here, but he holds the ball up really well, and Newcastle will rebuild as he goes back to Lloyd Kelly. Kelly gives it back to Vlachodimos, and everyone can come back and re-go again. Billy, had a little chuckle there?
You know, Smiggy hasn't passed the ball forward once in this game so far, and we're like 15 minutes in. Every time that it's gone backwards.
What a wonderful ball cross field again, but just lands short of Livramento. But boy, some of the balls over the top, Alex, have been tremendous so far.
Yeah, Lewis Hall is just fantastic. I tell you what, it's like we've got an extra Trippier regen, but just as a left back instead of a right back. Some of the vision and passing, range of passing, positioning, it's just absolutely fantastic. Oh, sorry, my stream's reset and it's put the volume on. It keeps doing this. But yeah, having Lewis Hall as that left back, who is also technical, is an extra weapon in your arsenal. You've got the range of passing and technique of a decent midfielder, but he's your fullback. It's such a good extra weapon.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw a replay of that Almiron when he was through there, Billy, and he didn't even look. He didn't even look where he was putting the ball. Oh, this is not good. Isak's shoulder is really hurting him here.
Well, Will Osula, you better be good, mate.
Oh, dear. Don't say he's put a shoulder out. Oh, God almighty, no. Oh, he did land heavily, didn't he? On that left shoulder. Yeah. I mean, nothing against the goalkeeper there. The goalkeeper won the ball fair and square. It was just the impact of the landing. He seems to be okay, though. He is stretching his arm there. So I think if his shoulder was out, he wouldn't be able to do that, quite honestly. As Eddie has a conversation with Miggy there. Claire says, I really want the long retro sleeve top now and the feather. The Newcastle shop is going to kill my finances. Yes, I've seen a lot of people saying that.
That shirt is growing on me. It's nice.
I love it.
I might need to get it.
Yeah. Well, Isak's coming to the touchline. I think he's just got the thumbs up from one of the physios there to the bench, so it looks like he could be okay. Football Agents UK says, good morning all. Don't forget to support your team's best channel. Costs nothing to hit the like button and remember what they bring for you. Thank you very much. Just before he did that, we lost a subscriber, which was interesting. Please do subscribe if you're new. Almost 2,000 watching as we continue to build the channel. Remember, all Newcastle games, full commentary right here on the Toon Review this season. And, of course, match reviews, previews, transfer shows, latest news shows. We've got it all right for you here on this channel. As Longstaff wins it back and plays it back to Isak, who's back on the pitch. Isak goes one-on-one. He's crowded out, but loses the ball. And but he's making some great runs in this first 20 minutes as Isak. There's no doubt about that. Oh, what a bit of skill that is from the young Japanese player.
Well defended there, to be honest, against these. The centre-half did well there.
And it's lost the shoe.
He's actually playing with no boot here, and he's just played. And he's continuing to continue the attack for Yokohama with no boot on. And he's on the ball now. If he gets trodden on, he's in agony. That's a nice move from Yokohama. They get to the byline now. Can they pick a pass out? No, because Lewis Hall there. Second chance, floated across, headed away Livramento. Volley comes in and it's blocked by Lloyd Kelly. Good attack. And the shot comes in at the bootless Japanese player. Never thought I'd ever say that in my lifetime.
Can you imagine if that went in? Oddie's first goal conceded is against the bloke with no shoe on.
I'll tell you what, he wasn't afraid to give that a hit, by the way.
He wouldn't have been able to do that the old footballs, though, would he? Let's be honest.
Well, no, his foot would have come off, Billy. Let's be fair. He wouldn't have a foot left.
I'm sorry as well. About 4 players in that phase controlled it with their arm as well and pied it off as it being their chest. That was nonsense. That was like 4 handballs.
Michael is apparently having problems with his stream. Paid £5 to watch it consistently crash. I haven't had a problem with it.
It does keep dropping out and coming back in for me, to be fair. But it does it automatically.
Well, touch wood. I haven't had a problem yet. As Yokohama take a short corner. That's good defending by Miggy Almiron. And then the way he runs, that pigeon run there, but he didn't get the ball. Here come Yokohama again. And a shot. No, it's clipped to the back foot. It was clever, actually. Nice try. But just too much pace on it, and it's out for a goal kick to Newcastle, and it remains 0-0. Your thoughts after 20, Bill?
Yeah, I've been quite impressed with us going forward, and we look pretty solid defensively, to be honest. Not sure about the keeper. I mean, it's going to get used to the defenders. Looks like one of these keepers that doesn't come out very often. Don't think that's the way we really want to play, but yeah, he'll have to learn, I guess.
He will. Alex, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm happy with how Lloyd Kelly's looked so far. Obviously, it's his debut, so it's important to watch him. Oddie, I'm undecided on. He's been a bit mixed. Some of the kicks are a bit. We'll see. We'll keep watching him. I love all the running in behind from Isak. Bruno just looks fantastic as always. I like Joe Linton's versatility of being a midfielder, but then also popping up next to Isak on occasion because they don't know how to track and how to adapt to that. So it's going to be hopefully a good weapon in our arsenal next season. Is Joe Linton just kind of popping up in different places? Very, very happy with how Harvey Barnes is doing so far this preseason.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, he's looked very hungry. Oh, he's away here. If Bruno can spot him, and he can, it's a great ball. Barnes is through in on goal now. Can he hold the defender off? Barnes, no, he can't. It was good defending in the end and forced him to slice the ball wide. But Bruno's ball just slightly held up a little bit when it bounced for him. And the defender did well to come across and put him off his shot. But again,
I think Isak needs to shout for a pass there because he's the best option.
Yeah.
Instead of moaning, he needs to shout, right, pass right,
I
something.
think the defender got a touch on it that slightly slowed down the progress of the ball. But I think if that Anthony Gordon, he's in there. I think what Barnes hasn't got is just that bit of pace that Gordon's got. Yeah.
But, that's a late tackle by Tino. But he's allowed play to go on. He's got straight back up and gets the chance for Yokohama, but Lewis Hall is there to clear it. Excellent referee in there because he could have given that free kick, but he saw the Japanese player get up and he continued play.
I'll tell you what I love there. Lewis Hall picks the ball up defensively in his own 6-yard box, and his first thought is, where's Isak? Straight away, he's looking for that ball. He is so switched on to that counter-attack.
I mean, that's great to see by the Japanese player as well, because if that was the Premier League, the Premier League forwards would have rolled around out of play, out of bounds, and pretended they'd been shot. Because it was a terrible tackle, really, by Tino. Let's be honest, it was pretty awful. He was miles away to try and win the ball there.
Sean did well to get back there as well, to be fair to him.
Yep. I think we've got a drinks break, guys.
Oh, I have one as well.
We have got, by the way, Football Agents UK back in the chat from the other day when I missed. If you could ping Paul an email, there is an email address in the description for the channel, because I am looking at doing a course on the PFSA at some point to do with analysis or scouting. So if you could ping us a little email, because I know you said you'd something to do with them. So maybe have a little chat. That would be nice.
Yeah. The email address is, as Alex says, in the description. So if you can ping me an email, he's just made a comment there. Lewis Hall will come good this season. He needs to keep Dan Burn out of that left back position as much as everyone loves the big guy. Football Agents UK, ping me an email and I'll put you in touch with Alex if you can. Email address is down in the description. Just scroll down, you'll find it eventually. It's pd.toonreview@gmail.com.
I'll tell you what, NUFC Ollie makes a really good point as well about Bruno with the armband. We haven't mentioned that yet. I owe Bruno a big apology because I remember about 18 months ago, I said I didn't ever want to see him as a captain. Yes. This was when he was too emotional and constantly he was having issues with elbows and yellows and problems. But to be fair to him, he's fixed it. He's fixed all of it.
He's been outrageously good considering this is his first preseason appearance. Isak's been good. Barnes has been good. Almiron, shit. Look, I'm going to say it as it is. He's done nothing in this game. You look at Harvey Barnes on the other side, working his arse off, making runs, coming back for the ball, taking people on. We haven't seen anything from Miggy on that account. And that's not me just having to go at Miggy. That is fact. Watching the game. Our right-hand side is so much more depleted to the left-hand side. Feel free to agree with me if you want, Alex. I mean,
yeah,
blatant to see.
It's more. I think he's doing the right things, but at the wrong time. The timing of runs with Longstaff have been off. His own passes have been off.
By the way, a sensational movement again here from Newcastle, but Miggy is offside.
It must have been close. It was a decent run.
It was a good run, but unfortunately, the linesman has his flag up. We'll just see it again. A brilliant move by Newcastle to get out of there. Very close. I think he's just off, to be fair to the linesman. But that movement there from Newcastle and the passing out from the back was brilliant. And again, it all stemmed from Lewis Hall. Fantastic.
I think he's on.
I'm not sure.
Close.
but let's face it, he wouldn't have scored, would he? So anyway, let's carry on with the game. To be honest, Lewis Hall, his composure on the ball, even when he's under pressure, is absolutely sensational.
Phenomenal, isn't it, for a kid of that age as well? You know, it's unbelievable, really. Just think what's going to be like in 5 or 6 years' time when he's properly experienced and matured and near his peak. Good grief.
That's poor from Lloyd Kelly, by the way, bringing the ball out, and he ran into trouble and lost it. Football Agent says, I will put a word in to Graham for you, Alex, and see if I can get you a direct email address rather than the runarounds.
Oh,
there you
very
go.
Kind of you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
A few people asking for our Twitters, by the way. We'll follow the main man, obviously, which is the Toon Review on Twitter. But I'm on there as Toon Review Stato, and Billy's also on there as Billy Trey.
Billy Trey, yeah.
So at the Toon Review, at Toon Review Stato, and at Billy Trey. Maybe you need to change it to at Toon Review Billy.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Yeah, I think you should, Billy. So we've all got Toon Review in there, and then people can identify us. I mean,
you've been with us for long enough.
Well, exactly. You're like that old leather chair, Billy, sitting in the corner now with the Toon Review. So I think you should. You deserve to have Toon Review in your Twitter handle.
Okay, I'll do it then.
Michael McIntyre. Sorry?
I'm not saying that again.
So about the chair. He was taking a piss.
Michael McIntyre, thank you very much for your super sticker. Much appreciated, buddy. Nice to see the subscribers going up as well. Please do keep subscribing if you're new to the channel. Welcome to Matchday Live on the Toon Review. The ball is currently out of play on the far side at the moment. It may become Toon Review Billy, which it's got a better ring to it. Definitely. Lady Sam says Billy the old leather chair. I mean, I don't know whether that's a compliment coming from Norma or not, Billy.
Well, I'll take it as one, whether it is or
not. Sam's, of course, nursing a hangover today, so I don't know if she'll be joining us at half-time or not. But if you are, Sam, let me know so I can send you the link. But here come Newcastle again. Isak slightly behind him. Ball across to Barnes. Very good interception. Just slightly more pace on the ball would have been nice from Isak there. But again, Alex, really good football.
Stunning. It all started with Lloyd Kelly shifting forward a little bit. Joe Linton made a forward run and offered himself up for a nice straight pass. It was that ball that Botman plays as well. Kelly's clearly got it. And then it was a lovely sequence of passing to just play people in behind. It's only 28 minutes in, and we've had 7, 8, 9 really nice little opportunities like that. Yeah, that was clearly a training ground move. That was fantastic.
Absolutely. Lady Sam, I'm sending you the link anyway. So if you want to pop on at halftime, if you're in any sort of state to do so, but
it's off.
Well, the flag hasn't gone up. And they're down by the byline again. Cuts it back. Good defending. Sean Longstaff coming back there. And it's a corner. Daniel Crespin, who's been a member for almost a year. Thank you very much, Daniel. Much appreciated. Supporting the best NUFC YouTube channel. Thank you, Daniel, for those kind words. Much appreciated. And Football Agent says, you will like Graham Carr, Alex. He is a bit of a savage. I won't lie. He doesn't beat around the bush. He really puts you to the test.
Graham Carr?
It can't be.
I mean, I would be honoured if I got to even speak to the real Graham Carr. That would be fantastic. Obviously, I live in the Northamptonshire area, so I know of the Cars. I know they're from round these ends. So,
yeah. Jock Barr, thank you for your super chat. Looks like Kelly is fitting in well. He's been all right. Yep. In comes the cross again from Yokohama. It's too deep. And now Lewis Hall has a chance to bring the ball away for Newcastle. He's waiting for people to get ahead of him. Again, lovely composure by Hall, and he's brought down brilliantly there. Did you see the way he sucked the player in and then just clipped the ball past him and brought on the foul? Absolutely incredible.
He's developed so much behind closed doors. It's phenomenal.
He doesn't even look baby-faced anymore.
But this raises the question.
He might be even shit now.
Do you always need a loan? Maybe not, because we've seen Lewis Hall progress so much without a loan.
Yep. Of course. I mean, we were itching for him to get in the side last season, but I guess Eddie knows best. Again. Lady Sam isn't on Twitter, Ian. She's on. You can find her on Instagram.
I've now renamed myself Toon Review Billy Bob. If you want to follow me on Twitter.
Toon Review Billy Bob.
Yes.
Well, there you go. So there you go. Matt's just followed the Toon Review on Instagram. Thank you, Matt. I need to start updating Instagram with news because I keep forgetting. We've got a good following over on Instagram, and I do need to keep doing that.
I know he was on loan last season to us. I meant loaning out to other people. That's what I meant.
I knew what you meant. Anyway, Yokohama have the ball in the morning. Barbara says, did Alex get a new camera? No, it just mysteriously fixed itself today. But he needs a proper one. But Bruv Butler hopefully is sorting that out for us. That's offside, surely. Yes, says the linesman. James Morrison.
Get this near side linesman a pair of glasses, please?
Why? Just give offside.
I
mean, that is as far offside
3 or
as I
4.
can see. Yeah.
I mean, you think they'd know about the offside rule, wouldn't you?
No, we don't need the punchline for whatever that is, Billy.
No, but you think they would. There's no clue about the offside line, is there? They just keep running ahead. I was going to say Harry carry them, but obviously willy-nilly was probably the better way.
James, moving swiftly on. James Morrison, thank you for your super chat. Kelly over Burn. Mitchell apparently flown back for Palace. Yeah, I heard that this morning that he was flying back to the UK. That's actually a good sign. Mags on top. Stop putting a scoreline in, please. Your comment will just get deleted. Please do that immediately. Here is Joe Linton now. Back to Bruno. Bruno sees the run of... That's Livramento taking it down. Where the hell's Miggy? Oh, Miggy's playing as a centre forward at the minute. Here's Isak. Back now to Bruno again. Bruno hits it, and it's miles over the bar.
It's a fantastic pass from Bruno to Livramento there, wasn't it?
It's outstanding. It's outstanding.
That's filthy.
I mean, that is a wonderful ball. And then the fact that he makes the ground up to get the pass back from Isak and then takes one touch, bang. That's what I would want to see from Bruno a lot more this season, taking a touch like that and hitting it. Whether it goes on target or not, just take the chance. Oh, chance for Yokohama, but good defending, Fabian Schär.
I disagree with that, though. I feel like a lot of people had made an effort to be in good positions. Bruno should have worked the opportunity there instead of having a shot.
Well, I don't know. Lewis Hall has picked up a little bit of a knock. It was a late tackle on him, to be fair. And by the way, I don't know whether anybody noticed that, but when Shep played that ball, he was holding his hamstring.
Yeah, he got scissored there, didn't he, Hall?
Yep. You'll know all about that, Billy. Anyway, 33 minutes gone. It's still goalless, but Newcastle United have played very, very well. Some really good stuff in this first half.
It's been a good game of football, let's be honest. It's, both sides have played some really positive
And Yokohama here are in, and there's no offside flag. Ball whipped across, and they've scored. Yokohama take the lead in the something minute of the game, 34th minute.
Elbar.
And it's a very, very good finish.
Yeah.
And Yokohama have the lead.
Got a bit of a Callum Wilson look about him, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. But this time they broke the offside trap with a lovely move. For once, Newcastle's defence wasn't in line, fired across, and that is a very good finish from the 6-yard spot, guys.
Yeah, it's a good goal.
It's not overly dissimilar to how we conceded the previous match's goal from the opposite side.
He took that really well, considering it was fired across, and he's just angled his foot, used the pace that was already on the ball, and angled it into the corner. No chance for Vlachodimos. But Newcastle will be extremely disappointed now. It's 1-0 to Yokohama.
It is the Brazilian for them. Elbar, the number 7. He is the right-footed left winger cutting in. That's what he's meant to do, and he's done it well.
Very good finish.
It is a very good finish indeed. Zane says this Yokohama team is Brazilian and Japanese hybrid. Kind of, yeah. I'll agree with that. Here is Lewis Hall. Lloyd Kelly. Across to Fabian Schär. Schär plays it out to the right to Livramento. Beautiful ball that. Livramento now has options ahead of him. Lays it off to Miggy. Inside to Bruno. Bruno now looks for an option. Cuts inside. Onto his left foot. Plays it across. Looking for Joe Linton. Joe Linton doesn't take it. And it rolls out for a goal kick to Yokohama.
One positive, though, is Paul, is we've conceded 2 similar goals in the last 2 games. It's nice that we're conceding things like this in pre-season so we can learn from it ready for the Premier League.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will analyse this to death, and Eddie definitely will.
Absolutely. 35.5 minutes gone in the game. It is 1-0 to Yokohama. But Newcastle have played very well. And have created numerous opportunities. Haven't taken any yet. What a ball that is by Bruno. Fizzed into Joe Linton. Took a heavy touch on his left foot, and the goalkeeper comes out.
That's a back pass, surely. That's a back pass. No. Sorry, that's a back pass.
Great tenacity again from Lewis Hall to force them back to the goalkeeper. And come on, Miggy, you've got to be closer than that. And then he does intercept the ball and gives it back to bloody Yokohama. Hey, man. Oh, there was a chance there over the top. He didn't spot that run. Yokohama could have been in there again. But the Japanese side of the last 10 minutes or so, they are knocking the ball around quite nicely, actually. They've settled into the game.
Yeah, I mean, the high line that we're defending with against his pace, you got to be spot on. Otherwise, I mean, if he'd have played the ball then first time, he was in, wasn't he?
I mean, they're a good team. They finished second in the league last year. They're in the Asian Champions League. Well, they've just been knocked out, but they're no scrubs.
Well, they're on the attack again here down their left-hand side. Tino comes to meet him, spins round, goes back to the left back as Yokohama try and create another opportunity. To be honest, they're knocking the ball around really nicely, but that's a good interception by Bruno. And now Bruno brings the ball away up to Isak. Isak spins and immediately is dragged back. That's a free kick. Well, that should be a yellow card, friendly or not. He's pulled his shirt back. And I think Isak's making the point there. His collar looks like a ruffled up tramp now. Unbelievable. Mick J says, sorry, but Miggy should not even be in the squad. Well, I mean, people know my feelings about it. I mean, Tarek, thank you for being a member for 21 months. Morning, guys. Much love to the Toon Review. And to you, Tarek. Thank you very much. Lloyd Kelly now out to Harvey Barnes. Barnes onto his right foot, cuts inside, rolls along the halfway line, plays it into Longstaff. Livramento in a lot of space out on the right-hand side and finds him. Miggy makes a run ahead of him, but is miles offside. Barnes, lovely turn. Just tried to feed it into Isak. But well intercepted, but Share wins it back for Newcastle. Now to Bruno. Lewis Hall in acres of space down this left-hand side. Kelly will find Lewis Hall now. But unfortunately, Yokohama get back into position. Bruno, what a lovely flick that is for Fabian Share. Share takes it down, skips past his man. Brilliant bit of skill. Now Bruno again. There's a good run on the outside from Miggy, but Bruno didn't want to give him it. That was very interesting there, and eventually gives the ball away. That was very interesting. I mean, he could have fed in Miggy there and just didn't give him the ball.
Sean tried a little flick there to play someone in, and it just didn't work at all.
It was all from Sean, and really the pass should have gone to Miggy.
I mean, do we look at that as a sign there that he got ignored? Because Anthony says Miggy got ignored twice there. And maybe they're just sort of thinking, well, what's the point?
I mean, I think one thing to take from this is we know that Sean and Miggy are squad players, and one of them may even go. So it's going to be Tonali and Murphy in those positions in the season,
Absolutely.
unless we obviously sign a right winger. So.
Bruno trying to win the ball back, but is a bit late, and that's a free kick to Yokohama. I mean, I know we're losing this game, but I really love how we're up for this. You know, we are playing some lovely football, let's be fair. And Yokohama's goal was a beautiful move put together, which, like Alex says, you know, it in a way it's good that we can see that in pre-season so we can learn. But it's a one-on-one here, and Lloyd Kelly is got to get back. There's a man on the far side. It's an awful bit of play. I do not know what he was doing there, but it's a goal kick to Newcastle. Fantastic
link-up play from them there. Watch this.
Yeah, it was really beautiful nice. Little touch. Little one-touch football, and then I have no idea what this was, though.
Kelly did well there, though. Stood up, jockeyed. He didn't jump in.
Absolutely. Just slowed him up, didn't he? Good stuff.
I've never seen anyone do that to Bruno before.
Bruno flicks a ball forward to Isak. Again, just not enough pace on that. But another good run from Alexander Isak. But Yokohama have the ball back. Fubar says Murphy will be on second half. I would put money on him scoring as well. Well, it'll certainly improve us down the right-hand side because, I mean, look, we can bang on it all about it as much as we want, but he's done nothing, has he? Let's be fair. He's done nothing. And for me, that fact that Bruno delayed that pass to him for like so long there, I mean, I don't know. There's something not right there. As Yokohama now played out from the back. Good header from Lewis Hall, but doesn't find a Newcastle player. Joe Linton gets stuck in there, forcing the spinning back, and it's back to the goalkeeper again. And he just clips the ball forward towards the centre circle. Kelly, towering in the air, wins it. Joe Linton brings it down nicely for Barnes. Barnes now back in on his right foot. He's got Bruno to the side of him. Barnes, good run. Longstaff, back to Bruno. Oh, almost a lovely ball to Barnes, but well intercepted again. Now Longstaff. He's got Livramento, but it was slightly behind him, so he kind of had to check back his run there. Bruno, across to Lewis Hall now in a central position. Plays it wide for Isak. Isak just outside the penalty area. Cuts back on his right foot. Still Isak. Still Isak. Lays it back again to Bruno. Bruno. Ball into Longstaff. Took it down well. Now Livramento. Back to Sean Longstaff. Longstaff didn't anticipate that pass because he stopped running and then he's blasted the ball across. Like,
he does so much of it well, and then he just falls down at the final hurdle. I feel so sorry for him because he's so nearly a good player.
Yeah, but it's a terrible clearance. Barnes, lovely bit of play. Was he dragged back? No, says the referee. I thought he was pulled back there, which lovely ball in again from Bruno. Barnes took it brilliantly. Well, of course he's pulled back there. You can see that. And there's a yellow card here, I believe, to Lloyd Kelly. So a blatant penalty, and then he gives Lloyd Kelly a yellow card.
Yeah, maybe a bit of dissent. No, it's afterwards, isn't it?
Well,
it's a quick goal kick, basically.
Well, I tell you,
I'm sorry, but if that's a yellow card, then what about the stopping the counter attacks that they've done?
Well, plus
inconsistent refereeing here. It's almost as if he's slightly biased.
Well, to be honest, he looked like the last man there, so he could have done something else there if he was being a real twat.
I was thinking that myself as it goes.
We've got 2 minutes left of the first half, plus whatever the referee wants to add on. I don't think he'll add on a lot of injury time with it being a friendly.
And with them winning.
Yes. But to be fair to Yokohama, the sort of the last 20 minutes, they've played very well. But I still think Newcastle United definitely is sort of a big threat going forward.
Mm. By the way, I'm not saying that wasn't a yellow card, guys. It is a yellow card. However, they've done things similar to that 2 or 3 times that they've not had bookings for. So I just feel like we need a bit of consistency.
Oh, that's a great ball. What a good interception. That is from Lloyd Kelly, by the way. Brilliant. And now Harvey Barnes. Isak slightly runs offside. Barnes waits for him to check back and lays it back into the Swede. Here's Isak now on the left-hand side. Little bit of skill from him. Into the penalty area goes Alexander Isak. And he wins the corner for Newcastle United. Can we get a level or a by the end of the first half? It's 1-0 to Yokohama. As Isak is coming across to take the corner.
Outstanding from Kelly, I've got to say.
Yep. Read that pass brilliantly, didn't he?
And the anticipation of it. If he hadn't done it, we were in deep doo-doo there.
Yep. Bruno now to Isak on the left-hand side. Lays it back to Lewis Hall. Hall checks his run, cuts back to Bruno. Bruno again looking for options. Pings it out to the right-hand side to Fabian Schär. Schär brings it down. Little back heel for Livramento. Livramento now rides the tackle. Cross comes in. It's a sort of open under. Barnes and Joe Linton in the middle, but can't make any contact on the ball. And Yokohama win it back. Back with the goalkeeper, who's had a very good first half, I have to say. I mean, you know what? He's very small, like Chris Turner. Can you remember Chris Turner, Billy?
Yeah, it's Macomb bastard, yeah.
Yeah. Longstaff now. Oh, dear God almighty, have Jesus wept.
So what, Ray's just said that Isak looks knackered, and I kind of agree.
Yeah, he does.
He's looks a bit tired in the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Well, he's done a lot of work in this first half, and to be fair, it's very humid out there, of course, as we know. By the way, Sean Longstaff's shot was about 400 miles over the bar and may land on somebody's roof in the UK. As Joe Linton is penalised for a pullback. So the second, we've got a minute added on at the end of the first half. We're inside that minute now. Hippie says, where does Tonali fit into this squad? Well, for Sean, that's where Tonali fits in. But of course, Tonali's not available for the first. Is it the first two?
He's back on the 27th, 28th of August. So his first game will be the Spurs game on September the 1st, I believe. If he starts it, I'm hoping he does.
I don't think he will, though, will he? Because Eddie will play him in surely. Slowly, probably. But hey.
He's ready. He's been training every day.
Well, exactly. That's what I mean. And the only way he's going to get match fit is to put him on the field. And if he has to come off after an hour or so, then fine. But that's
what Sean's for.
Yes. But there is half time. The referee blows his whistle and it finishes at the end of the first half. It's Yokohama 1, Newcastle United 0. We have over 2,500 watching at the moment. Guys, welcome to Matchday Live on the Toon Review. Please, as usual, do subscribe if you're new. Come and join this incredible community that we have here. And of course, give it the thumbs up if you're enjoying it as well. Lindsay Fraser says, love the commentary. Thank you very much. John Casey says, could William Asula be a long-term replacement for Joe Linton? Similar size and both aggressive players. Might be a super signing. Sledge says Tonali should start straight off. Shitestaff should not start and Miggy should be out with Granny at the bingo. Listen, I don't know what to... I've said enough about Miggy. I'll let you guys have your say, but he's just non-existent again in that first half. Just the right-hand side is so restricted when Murphy's not there.
Just a passenger. He's a passenger. So offers nothing to us. Literally nothing.
Yep.
Could you bring up the bench? I'm just curious as what we could rotate in the second half.
Well, Murphy's on the bench. We've got Lewis, Kraft, Murphy, Ashby, Byrne, Miley, Turner, Cook, Heffernan, Parkinson, Harrison, and Sanusi. So there's definitely options there.
So yeah, maybe Jacob Murphy, Jamie Miley, Sanusi. I mean, would you bring Pope on, or is he going to give Oddie 90 minutes maybe?
Well, I mean, he could bring Ruddy on for all we know.
True.
He brought Pope off, didn't he? After it was about 70 minutes, wasn't it, Billy? 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So he could bring Ruddy on for his debut.
I think Ashby would be good to get on just because Livermento's played a lot of minutes so far in pre-season, so maybe just give him a little bit of a rest.
Yep, I agree with that too. And maybe Jamal Lewis also.
Yeah, Jamal Lewis on the Hall would be good.
Yeah. Samsonite Dove says it's a good job Longstaff isn't a defensive midfielder. He isn't an attacking midfielder. He's not a central midfielder. What is he doing in our midfield? I mean,
he gets into great areas, but unfortunately his feet let him down, don't they, when he gets there?
Well, I mean, Jazz says there, Miley for Longstaff, Murphy for Miggy, and would smash this. I can't disagree with that because
I wouldn't mind Jamie Miley on,
yeah. DK there says Jamie Miley plays ahead from Longstaff from what I've seen. Yeah, Yvonne says Murphy on for Miggy, Jamie on for Longstaff. I mean, Longstaff, literally the two Miley brothers for me are ahead of Sean Longstaff, and that is my honest opinion. I don't believe Sean. He's just gone so far backwards now, and he's
done okay, but that's the thing. He's just done okay.
Yeah, but I think that's all we get, isn't it? Just okay.
But we need a bit better than just a squad player. Yeah. If he's a backup, the way he plays is fine as a backup. That's not a problem. He's one of the best backups you're going to get, but it's fine. It'll do. But I think to be fair, we need to move some criticism onto some other players. I think we praised Harvey Barnes a lot in the first half, but I feel like a lot of the chat is swaying towards his finishing was starting to let him down because he was doing a lot right, and then there was no end product. I kind of agree a little bit. Again, it's pre-season, it's only 45 minutes, but Barnes was doing a lot very, very well. But we are 1-0 down. We haven't scored despite all of these really nice moves we put together. We haven't hit the back of the net yet. So Isak and Barnes. Yeah, maybe it's not quite clicking.
The stats are up from the first half. 8 shots from Yokohama, 6 from Newcastle, 4 on target for Yokohama, 2 for Newcastle. 52% possession against 48 for us. Pass accuracy is 85 to 84. Corners 2 to them, 1 to us. 3 fouls for them, 5 for us. So it's pretty much even Steven actually has. But that kind of, I guess, Billy, it's correct. Those stats do reflect the first half.
I think Harvey Barnes was fantastic when we were on top, but as soon as they started getting a control of the game and more competitive in the game, but then we saw less and less of Harvey Barnes.
Yeah.
We said that last year, didn't we?
Yeah. Mr. Staffy Man says, I love Miggy. Great smile and excellent effort. Shame he's shit at football. I've just seen a comment there saying that Miggy looks like a player who knows he's on the way out. Possibly, I guess. David says Barnes not good either. I'm willing to give Barnes an opportunity. I think Barnes is a good player, but again, Anthony Gordon's ahead of him in that position. So Barnes is a sort of impact sub as well. He will play games from the start as well. Eddie can get the option to rotate a bit, but we know that Anthony Gordon is our left winger.
He was great for 20 minutes. Honestly, he was great for 20 minutes. Really was.
Yeah,
I think people do have to tailor their expectations as well. Like you've got to remember, a winger in the Premier League is not meant to score every match. That's absurd. If you were to score every match, that's 38 goals in 38 games. That's unheard of.
Yeah,
For wingers, that doesn't really happen unless you're Mo Salah in your prime. So it's normal for a player like Barnes to be, even if they're very, very good, scoring every third game. That's quite normal. That's what Gordon did. And then you start piling on the assists as well. So we can't be overly critical on a 45-minute period. He was doing most things right. It was fine. He was missing the final product, but you can't expect somebody to be scoring every half. That's not fair.
Alex says Longstaff is a really decent player. The grief he gets these days is mental. Oh, your opinion, matey. Royce has got to give most players a run out. Like, don't think Howe will be too concerned about the result, even though we are. I mean, he won't. He'd be disappointed because of the way we played. Certainly, that first 20 minutes, the football we played was absolutely superb. But the fact that we didn't score is the disappointing thing. I mean, we had opportunities and we should have actually scored on a couple of occasions, but. But some of Lewis Hall is, again, an absolute standout. Lloyd Kelly's had a fabulous first half as well. So I think that there is definitely plus points in that first half. Bruno, outstanding with the armband on. It'd be a real proud moment for Bruno today, Billy.
I'd be inclined to give him the club captaincy. I've got to be honest. I've been saying it for a while. Yeah, I think just to give him he loves the club, but to give him the club captaincy, I think it would encourage him to stay longer than what we think he may do.
Yeah.
It probably increases price as well, because if people try bidding for him, we can say, well, he's club captain, so extra 5 or 10 mil.
I think having that armband on would restrict the red moments he has sometimes as well.
True.
John Adams, thank you for being a member for 9 months. John says, enjoy your commentaries. Has Stato reviewed Yilmaz? Mitchell said to have flown out to watch him.
We've done it once, yes. There's a few people said that. I may have a look after we've finished watching this game if there's any truth in that. But yeah, we've looked at him once. But if there's truth, we'll definitely review him again.
Absolutely. Marco says, I've watched this game closely, and it's the usual suspects that are crap. Longshite and Miggy. Miggy looks like a player that is affected by the abuse online and off. And Longshite is shite. Get rid.
Does anybody know how hot it is?
Well, I think it's quite humid over there, judging by what I sort of read on from the guys out there.
That was funny. It looks like Miggy's affected by the online abuse and abused Sean Longstaff in the same sentence.
Yeah, I mean, Haruka says our right side has been terrible, so Barnes has had the short end of the stick with more retention of the ball. If this was Gordon, different story. Gordon is levels above Barnes, not even close. Claire says Longstaff is backup. We have to pray for no injuries as we will drop levels. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Alexander says apart from the shot over the bar, Sean has been fine. Joe Layton is ghosting and getting away with it. Ooh.
There will be times when Sean Longstaff's legs will be a plus for us.
Yeah, absolutely. The fact that Miggy is probably going to be here next season is scary. I mean, I don't get it. I really don't. Football Agent says if you get okay to this course, Alex, it can take a while, but you get access to a system and you can check who's checking it too. You will see a familiar name on there a lot. Fab M lol his everywhere.
I mean, I'm not sure what I would want to do yet because there seems to be a lot of options. You can do like opposition analysis, player analysis, talent identification. There's loads of different things you can do. So that's kind of why I want to look into it, because there's so many different doors you can go through.
Yeah. Ollie wants to give Miggy away on a free transfer. I just think his time's gone. His time's up now. He's I mean, this is a game and an opportunity for him to really stake a claim and actually show what he can do. And wow, he's just the right-hand side. Livermento's bombing forward, fair enough, but he's got. I mean, Livermento has nothing else on that right-hand side. He's got Longstaff and he's got.
I will say, Paul, have you noticed that Livermento does keep getting beaten? I think he's in the last 3 games he has been beaten on the right-hand side a few times.
Quite a few times.
Of issues.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I know he's fantastic. We know he's got loads of potential, and he's currently playing very, very well. But I feel like if we're going to criticize players like Sean and Miggy, we have to highlight things in other players' games. People do keep getting past Livermento. But he's still very young. He's not the finished article by any means. So it's going to happen. But I think this is going to happen this season. There are going to be moments where Hall and Livermento make defensive mistakes. But then there have been other situations. Livermento won a nice back post header, which is good for your fullback to be able to do those things. It can be a weakness of a lot of teams. So we'll have to keep an eye on it.
Cushy says, Paul, is it just me or did anyone else notice when Miggy was running? As soon as he lifts his head, he slows down. Then he puts his head back down and speeds up. Well, that's tend to be what pigeons do. Barney Boy says, I'm enjoying this live stream from a mountainside villa in Venula, Spain. Great watch along, lads. Thank you very much. And welcome to Members Club, Jack Bland. Thank you very much for signing up and thank you for your support. Fubar says, I mean, it's pre-season. They are on the other side of the world and playing in difficult conditions they aren't used to. Some of the football we played was class. I'm not worried.
And that's also fair.
Yeah, but the South Americans are used to the humidity. Dear God, come on.
Yeah, but it's about practicing things from the training ground, isn't it? Passing sequences, new patterns of play, new ideas. There's a lot of positive stuff we saw in that first half. It's just the scoreline doesn't look very good right now.
No.
Once it starts to click, I mean, we didn't play very well last year in pre-season in parts, and we destroyed Villa 5-1 on the opening day. So it's one of those.
Aaron's made a comment that I cannot possibly disagree with more. Bruno is so overhyped, it's actually frustrating. He is good, but no consistency. Mistakes always in wrong areas. Seems lazy at times too. Do you happen to be from Wearside? Dear God. I mean, come on. Ah, dear.
They just showed Lee then. Is it Newcastle Fans TV? Is that Lee?
Yeah, Lee's there, yeah. Cenk says, simply midfield, we are one player, not good enough. Longstaff, same on the forward. Miggy, absolutely not good enough. Plus, Harvey Barnes is not performing normally. This is like we are too short, or 2.5 players short. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not worried about Harvey Barnes. I mean, because we've got Gordon there as well. And
I mean, Gordon's entitled to a holiday as well. I mean, he hasn't had one. He didn't have one last season, so
yeah,
this is the first break he's had for 2 years. He'll be back next week.
Well, the good news is Sean Longstaff isn't coming off yet. He's coming out for the second half. So is Miggy. But Sanusi's coming on.
Interesting.
So that must be for Harvey Barnes.
Isaac's gone off.
Jacob Murphy's coming on. And so is number 44. Who is 44?
Is that Parkinson or Harrison?
Let me just check. 44. Oh, it doesn't have the numbers on there. Bollocks. Ooh.
I think that's Parkinson.
Parkinson, okay.
So Isaac's off then.
Yeah. I hope that's not an injured shoulder, but he was looking tired, let's be honest.
Well, he's played lots of the game on Wednesday, so...
Ashby's coming on as well. So there is a number of substitutions here.
Is Bruno off?
I'm not seeing Bruno. Nick Pope is on. Jacob Murphy is on. Harrison Ashby is on. Just waiting for the other substitutions to confirm on the TV screen. So Pope, Murphy, Ashby. They're the only 3 that have been confirmed by the TV, but there's Dan Byrne. So, and Jacob Murphy's on as well. So there is more changes. A lot of changes, actually. So it's an opportunity to see some of the other players. Emil Kraft is also on the field. So he's basically almost the whole 11 have changed. Sanusi apparently has come on for Bruno. Kraft for Share, Dan Burn for Lloyd Kelly.
Dan Burn for Kelly. I'm trying to get this up on my screen so we can have a look at what it's gonna be. Millcraft, Pope.
Let's take your pick at the minute.
Hmm.
Lewis Hall is still on the pitch though. I mean, he's really getting Lewis, and Parkinson is on for Resac, so Parkinson will go up front. Lewis Hall is definitely getting some minutes, Billy. There's no doubt about that.
100%, yeah. I mean, I'd expect to see him come off at some point in the second half and Lewis come on for him, but yeah, it's he's a big part of the side, isn't he? I mean, take him out of the side, there's not a lot of creativity there, is there?
So what do we think the lineup's going to be then? Because we've got a bit of a mishmash on.
Well, we'll see when I guess we see when we kick off. Ashley, thank you for your super chat. Murphy is going to be class. No need for a new right winger.
What are we doing with this? No idea. Maybe.
Well, maybe Almiron plays the 10 and Murphy goes right.
Maybe that.
William pops on for them anyway.
Who is he?
I'm Ken Masturbator at Matsubara.
And at the minute, Yokohama have an opportunity here in the very first minute of the second half. But there's Dan Burn with a header away confidently from Big Dan Burn.
The clock fault, wasn't he?
Yeah. The clock is slightly ahead, guys. I didn't set it back to 45, so I do apologize for that. I will put that right now. Can't have the clock being wrong. It's
really poor from Kraft to get all that stuff came from that.
Yeah, indeed. Dodgy start to the second half for Newcastle. Alex, can you stop sharing your screen? It's flashing like crazy in front of me. Thank you. But I guess with all the it looks like Sanusi's definitely gone left.
Parks in the middle. Sanusi left. Murphy right. So it's Longstaff, Joe Linton, and Miggy in the 10. Looks like to me.
Oh, Miggy's gone left wing. Is Sanusi playing as an 8?
Yeah, Miggy's left wing. Yeah. So
Sanusi's playing as kind of a midfielder almost.
Yeah.
Unless we've gone.
Yeah, not sure what's going on, but I guess we'll find out as the second half goes on.
Joe Linton as a 6, it looks like at the minute.
Daniel Graham, thank you for being a member for 5 months on the channel. Much appreciated. Only been a member for 5 months, but the show has always been top class. Keep up the hard work you lot do from the TDR fam. Thank you very much, Daniel. Much appreciated, my friend. What was that? Ho-ho?
Joe Linton missed trying to press there and got turned. It was a good bit of play from the Japanese player.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a 4-2-3-1, but I can't really figure out who's going to be the 10 yet. It seems Miggy and Sanusi have kind of swapped a couple of times already.
Here's Harrison Ashby. Wins a throw in. And now Murphy takes a bit of a heavy touch. Can't control the ball. Played down the line. Across comes Emil Kraft. Nowhere near it. That should have been Ashby's ball. And a big chance for Yokohama, and it's just wide. Nick Pope was rooted to the spot, and that could have easily been 2-0. What was Emil Kraft doing here? Because the ball seemed to be... Oh, dear me. He got nowhere near it.
Yeah, well, Ashby was at fault first because he hadn't gone back far enough. And then Kraft come across the cover and missed the ball.
He tried to whip it in the near post there. Yeah. Tried to whip it in the near post and just wide. Good play by Murphy to Joe Linton. Super chat in from Graham Ritchie. Thank you, Graham. Great commentary as always, lads. What a gem Hall has proven to be. Absolutely. And we saw that from his Chelsea days when he played against us.
That was poor from Lewis Hall there. Misplaced pass and then just rushes in for a tackle, mistimes it, and then they're away. They've got space on the right.
Ashby forced out to play there. But again, this is an opportunity for some of these fringe players to make a statement, Billy.
Yeah, 100%. The likes of Harrison Ashby, if he wants to have a future at the club, these are the kind of games he needs to put his hand up in.
Joe Linton now to Lewis Hall. Right-footed ball. Nobody out there on the left-hand side. Sanusi gives chase. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. I believe they've changed their goalkeeper at half-time.
William popped on.
Oh, I wonder if he's got the fizz.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyway, here's Parkinson to Joe Linton. Joe Linton fires the ball out to the right to Jacob Murphy. Murphy down the right-hand side will get the cross in. It's far too deep for anybody, and it's a throw into Yokohama. Very much a substitute's touch there, just getting into the game for Jacob Murphy. Way overhit that cross there. Welcome to Matchday Live, everybody, on the Toon Review. We are watching Newcastle against Yokohama. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Welcome to all our new subscribers as well. Thank you very much. Please also do subscribe if you are new to the channel. But don't forget to hit that like button as well, guys. Thank you very much. Long ball from Pop. And we've got Pop and Pope in goal. Lewis Hall. Two guys, and he's hauled down to the floor. Brilliant again from the youngster. Beat two guys, and the only thing they can do is bring him down.
Oh, hey, he's hauled down to the floor.
We've got Pop and Pope, and we've got Pop in our number 10 at the minute.
Oh, I mean, he hasn't touched the ball yet in the second half. I mean, he's out on the left-hand side, Miggy. So Sanusi sort of more inside. Oh, come on, Longstaff. Make an effort to get the ball, for God's sake. Dear God. Good defended by Murphy, back helping Ashby and run. No, did he run the ball out? No, he didn't. And it's 2-0 to Yokohama. And that is very, very poor. Murphy tried to run the ball out. It was kept in and pulled back. Emil Kraft is convinced the ball is out, but there's no VAR. The goal stands. It's 2-0 to Yokohama. And we are our worst enemy there, but we will have to see a replay. It looked very close, I have to say. But the referee's given the goal. We'll see it again now. Murphy, I mean, he's running the ball out for a long way. Oh, it's close. It's very, very close. But nevertheless, I mean, it's poor. It's hard to tell, isn't it?
From that angle.
Yeah. But nevertheless, it's 2-0.
Problem is with that is the referee can't see either. So he's guessing at that point. He doesn't know.
I don't think it is. I don't think the whole ball's gone all the way out.
No, I don't think it has either, but it's very, very close. But it is 2-0 to Yokohama.
Oh, if Jacob Murphy's doing that, then the people in the middle should be more alert than what they were.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's running,
you know. The thing is, he's running the ball out from a long way out there.
Yeah, it's Murphy's fault.
It's a long way to run that ball out.
Well, that's John Amano, the 20 that scored in their last fixture. He's not a bad player. He's a 33-year-old.
Here is Murphy onto Longstaff. Longstaff falls over twice. That looked like a push to me, but the referee says no. There is a little bit of bias here from the referee as Yokohama come down the left-hand side again here. Ashby is back, though. Played across into the middle. Good reading of the game by Lewis Hall. Brilliant from Lewis Hall again. But then not so brilliant. He gives the ball to Sean Longstaff. It rolls past him. Sean is half asleep here, guys, because if you looked a couple of seconds before they scored that goal, Longstaff totally just didn't even bother trying to win the ball.
That push on Longstaff as well is no different to the push on from Lloyd Kelly in the first half.
Well, Dan Byrne got lucky there. An offside flag goes up. We have not started the second half very well at all, given all the changes, obviously. But really, what we were saying at the start of the second half, you know, people have an opportunity here to make a claim for positions. They ain't doing it so far.
I don't think the second foul on Longstaff's a penalty. No, I've got to be honest.
I did think it was a push there. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it was 100% in the back. I don't know how it's not a penalty.
And now Lewis Hall burst forward. Again, pushed, but look at that. He stays on the ball. He's away again, Lewis Hall. A brilliant run. Plays it through to Parkinson, but just couldn't find the pass. And it's intercepted. But Parkinson didn't really... I mean, I don't know. But it was a brilliant run from Lewis Hall anyway. Good pressing this from Newcastle this time. But Yokohama managed to clear the ball. But again, brilliant from Lewis Hall, guys.
Yeah, Parkinson didn't really give him much of a target to aim for then, did he?
No. But he's just looks so confident, Lewis Hall, on the ball. And Emil Kraft wins it back. No foul, says the referee. Sanusi now heads down the left-hand side. Sanusi. He's got Miggy in support. Rolls it back. Here is Miggy. Plays it back to Joe Linton. He only goes backwards, doesn't he? To be fair. Harrison Ashby now to Murphy. Ashby goes on the overlap. And Sean Longstaff again. Well, Murphy, it was a poor ball, but there's no run.
There's a lot of people losing their heads in the chat. Guys, Eddie Howe has to give everyone a chance.
Yeah,
this is auditions for a lot of people. Scoreline isn't too relevant. Don't worry about it. He's got to play players like Ashby, and he's got to try these things out. This is the whole point. He needs to do this.
Fitness in the legs. What it's all about.
Yeah. Mind you, I'd get Longstaff off. I would put Jamie Miley on. I don't understand why he's giving Longstaff so long on the pitch. He's absolute shite. As with, I mean, has Almiron even? I mean, he's had a touch of the ball, but considering people say, "Oh, put Almiron in the number 10," it's his. He's done feck all in the first 10 minutes in the number 10 position. As Yokohama win it back now. Well,
Harrison Aspie's hardly impressed much either, has he?
Well,
he's given the ball.
He's only been 10 minutes, but give him a chance.
Yeah, but he's given the ball away every time. Give the ball away every time he's had it.
True.
I mean, to be fair, guys, I don't think Ashby's going to be the signing that we thought. Maybe he's certainly not ahead of Livramento, is he? And of course,
I don't think we paid a lot for him. So as long as we
no,
can
we
get
didn't. I think was it 10 million we paid for Ashby?
No, God, no. I thought it was like 2 or 3.
Oh, was it only 3? Okay. Oh, that's nice from Yokohama. And now the break, they've got a man free. It's a chance here. This could be 3-0. It could be 3-0. Nick Pope stands tall and parries the ball into the air. And Ashby will control the ball, lay it back to Emil Kraft to clear.
Dan Burn absolutely oblivious to his line there.
Well, he was. I mean, I don't want this to get an embarrassing scoreline, guys. Let's be fair. We don't want to lose like heavily. Gordon Bennett, we've still got quality players on the pitch here. But they are cutting through us quite easily at the moment. Cross comes in again, but there's Nick Pope with the safe hands. Football agent says Longstaff's reports are really good, surprisingly. He would actually suit a lot of clubs. If Newcastle wanted, they could shift him.
I agree with that. I think he's not your superstar midfielder, but he does a lot of...
I think that's an understatement, Alex.
He's a less technical James Milner. He'll sit there and run around and do what the manager tells him to do. He's good in systems. There'll be a lot of clubs that would get good use out of him. It's not a bad take. It's quite realistic. But we obviously want Tonali in. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Murphy's having one of them days.
Yeah, his passing's been a little bit off.
I'm liking Sanusi's confidence. So when he's got the ball, his first thought is
yeah, I agree. I think every time he gets a ball, he wants to take players on, doesn't he? He's very, very hungry to do that. Does he remind you of anybody, Alex? Little Sanusi?
Not yet.
I mean, in stature, in looks, Alex. I don't mean in play. We all know he's better than better than Maxi, but you know,
well, he's better.
He is better now.
He reminds me a bit of Whoopi Goldberg.
Jesus Christ. I mean...
In looks, I mean.
Well, I'm sure he's delighted with that, Billy.
Well, he doesn't know, does he? He's in Japan.
Well, yeah.
I mean, as if I had to quantify in looks. I mean, I've never seen Whoopi Goldberg play football, to be fair.
There's an injury here and also an offside as he puts the ball in the back of the net. But there was a nasty tackle there. In the build-up to that.
Ooh.
That's a real strong tackle. I'm trying to see who it is.
It's Ashby.
It is Ashby. It was a really, really... We've just seen it again here.
We have to name him.
I mean, how is that not a free kick? That is a shocking tackle. Ashby's okay, luckily.
Not 50-50. Not when you do that with your legs.
Wow. I mean,
that's disgusting tackle. That's disgusting tackle.
That's not a nice tackle.
We're getting to the point now where, bias aside, the referee needs to protect the players. He needs to do a better job.
Yeah. And here is Sanusi again. Again, turns, runs with the ball. Parkinson makes a run for him, but it's a terrible ball by Sanusi. It was behind Parkinson, and he had no chance of getting to that. But Sanusi hasn't given up. He goes straight after the goalkeeper. And does well, to be fair. Put the goalkeeper off, and the goalkeeper just launches it out, and Lewis Hall picks the ball up. I mean, when you think about Miggy being one of the most experienced players on the pitch, he's doing nothing. But he is an opportunity. Longstaff, the furthest man forward, gets a shot.
Oh. He had a chance to hit that left-footed. He didn't take it.
Yeah, it's deflected, to be fair. It's over the bar. It's a corner to Newcastle.
It's a lovely run from Longstaff, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
I agree with Alex, though. If he hit it first time with his left, he had a better chance of scoring.
Well, we've taken the corner short. Lewis Hall now from around 40 yards out, clips the ball towards the back post, looking for Byrne. Doesn't quite make it. And Yokohama managed to somehow clear the ball as it ricochets off a couple of players. And Yokohama can rebuild. If you've just joined us, welcome to Matchday Live here on the Toon Review YouTube channel. It is Yokohama 2, Newcastle 0, coming up to the hour mark. Not a great second half so far from the Magpies, but we have made a lot of change. This could be 3. Nick Pope very well off his line to collect the ball. It could have been 3. It's not great so far, but it is minutes in the bank, in the legs. That's probably the most important thing. But when you see players come on, and these are the fringe players who you would Sanusi's done brilliantly and plays it through. Brilliant. Oh, he's offside. Miggy, you shouldn't be offside there, you plank of wood.
He couldn't score anyway. Don't worry about it.
But Sanusi does brilliantly there. And why is Miggy offside?
Oh, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. Lucky slot start. It's pathetic.
Christ, he's looking across the line, for God's sake. I know it's a friendly, guys, but how many times are we going to see this, man? Bloody hell's fire.
Brilliant, Sanusi. If it held his run, it would have been more pissed off at the finish, I guess. But, I mean, that's
good showcase from Sanusi as to what he can do, though.
Yeah,
schoolboy out from Almond.
Back again here. He is Sanusi.
Terrible.
He's taken out. And
he says, get up
again.
What are you doing? This referee is an absolute... No. Okay.
Losing the plot with the referee because he knows that the players are not being protected here. Friendly or not. That's bullshit, man.
This game, it's ruining the friendly. We're trying to have a proper game with real conditions, and the referee's not playing a real game of football here. He's just making his rules up.
Well, he felt the full wrath of Big Joe there. There's no doubt about it. The referee. That's mental. How can you just wave get up when you've been taken out like that?
Shocking.
Albi Tugga, watch that foul. That was 100% a foul. We're not being biased. Go and watch that tackle.
The ref is wonderful. Yeah, okay. Harrison Ashby sliced in half. No free kick. But again, they're breaking down the left. Nick Pope's come out, and Nick Pope didn't get there. And thankfully, Lewis Hall is back there to sweep up. That's the one time that Nick Pope has come out and didn't get anywhere near the ball there. I mean, this is a shambles of a second half, guys, I have to say so far. But Sanusi's definitely making himself known. Brilliant again from the kid. And he's still got it. Great work from Sanusi. Wonderful ball out to the left to Miggy, but intercepted. Lewis Hall charges the ball down and then goes to try and put the keeper off. I mean, Sanusi's attitude and work rate, is fantastic so far.
He's a 1+ point in the second half, isn't he? From the substitutes are coming. No doubt about it. The others have been.
That's good work from Harrison Ashby. That is good defending from Ashby there. And now Longstaff brings the ball out. Slowly. Joe Linton plays it out to Lewis Hall now. Hall. Back to Joe Linton. He has Dan Byrne in support. Doesn't use him. Goes to the other side to Kraft. Kraft inside. Out to Ashby. Ashby spins inside to Murphy. Murphy now turns, has a look, see what's ahead of him. Only Longstaff there. Back to Ashby. And we're going to go back to Nick Pope and rebuild again. NUFC fan edit says, I'd rather have a corpse than Miggy. I mean... hopefully Eddie's just keeping him on the pitch just to say, yeah, he's fit and ready to go for whoever wants to buy him. Oh, great play from Joe Linton. Then he's pulled back.
Don't you dare book Joe.
Joe Linton's lost his temper and pushes. Joe Linton is really now getting a bit peeved off with these challenges that are coming in. There's kicked there and pulled back.
Yeah,
and then he says, take that, son. You don't mess with Big Joe that way. Johnny Ola, who's been a member for 2 years and 1 month. Thank you for your support, my man. We won't be able to give Miggy away given how he is playing. Absolutely. Alfie Harrison coming on, guys. And Jamal Lewis. Off comes Lewis Hall, who's been absolutely brilliant again. And I'm really looking to see, well, Alfie Harrison's grown his hair, guys, because he's got rid of the skinhead. And it is Joe Linton coming off. I think Eddie's realised that Joe Linton is about to punch somebody in the middle of the face.
Definitely.
Very fed up with the challenges that are coming in on him. So we're going to get to see Alfie Harrison, guys.
Yeah, we're going
for about half an hour.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting.
So it's going to be him and Longstaff in the middle. Jamal Lewis is going to go in as a left back, presumably.
Yeah.
That's how it's gone. I still can't believe Sean Longstaff's still on the pitch. I mean, we've got Jamie Miley there, who would be so much better.
Alfie Harrison is pointing at spare shirts to try and get people in shape, and Longstaff's just running around in the middle of nowhere, not picking up anyone, no use to anyone at all.
Scum Tessiesta is the lad from Manchester City, is Alfie Harrison.
Brilliant play for Sanusi. That's when the ball
back. What, I'm really impressed with Sanusi in this Japanese tour. He's looking really, really talented. Here's Murphy on this near side, intercepted, throw into Newcastle. But again, another good load of minutes from Lewis Hall, guys.
100%. Yeah, he's 100% the starter when the season starts. No doubt about it.
Oh, that's a late tackle from Parkinson. And he is going to boot Parkinson for that. I mean, this referee.
Oh, I mean, that is really bad, to be fair.
It's a terrible tackle, but it's just as bad as the one on...
yeah, they've done similar. They deserve...
Earlier,
yeah. There's just no consistency on it. Our fouls have been fouls, but they've just not been picked up on their fouls.
That's a terrible... It's a red card in the Premier League, guys.
And that was really bad.
Oh, dear. But I guess, it's nice to see us getting, saying, hey, we're not taking any shit. You go in hard at us, we'll come in hard at you.
It's the most famous Parkinson tackle since Cecil.
Dear God. Guys, please do keep subscribing if you are new to the channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. And please do keep on hitting that like button, guys. Thank you very much.
I'd imagine we'll see Jay Turner cook on for Longstaff at some point soon.
Well, I want to see Miley on for Longstaff.
Well, or Jamie Miley. Yeah, that'd probably be a better idea.
Who's going to come on for Miggy? Jason Tyndall?
Well, yeah. John Sinclair.
Yeah, get him on.
Yeah. Long ball out to Sanusi. Takes it down brilliantly. Again, he's pulled back, but stands his ground and wins a free kick. Jamal Lewis now. Longstaff. Inside to Miggy.
Oh, we've got a free kick.
Yeah, Sanusi again winning a free kick.
What do you mean again? That was the only one that got given.
Well, we got one a couple of seconds ago, didn't we? Oh, Harrison in the midfield battling away.
Lost the ball.
Yep. They could have been on a break there, but it was played behind the right winger, or else they were through there 3-on-2. Lewis now to Longstaff. Back to Dan Byrne. And he gives it to Nick Pope. Pope swings it right to Emil Kraft onto Ashby. Ashby up the line for Murphy. Oh, brilliant from Murphy. Dummies the ball and then spins the defender. Plays it inside now. Opportunity for Almiron. He gets his head down. He starts running. Almiron plays it through. Chance for Newcastle. Intercepted.
That was a shame.
Yeah, a real
Murphy
shame.
and Miggy did everything right there, and Parkinson just fumbled it.
Parkinson's not going to make it, in my opinion. I haven't seen it. I've seen enough of Parkinson really. He's not the answer. It's for a striker, he's just not alert enough there. I mean, to be fair to Almiron there, he played a good ball through for him, and he didn't take it there at all. But it still remains 2-0 to Yokohama. As Emil Kraft sweeps up and knocks it back to goalkeeper Nick Pope. And now Dan Byrne. And Newcastle staff in the back again with the left back Jamal Lewis. Looking for options. Not many runners in front of the defence this time. Here's Longstaff. And he looks for Jacob Murphy. It's a good ball. Murphy takes it well, and he's going to win a throw in and level with the penalty area. As Newcastle try and get back into this game. Ashby. Now Almiron to Murphy. And now that's a good run by Ashby. Plays it across. There's nobody in the middle, though. See, Parkinson's position in there was dreadful. I mean, he didn't make any kind of a run. And they clear the ball.
He's hanging back. What is he hanging back for? I don't know.
Not sure. Ashby again does well. Gives it to Murphy, who's got a bit of space to run into here. But he's not exactly busting the gut down the wing here. He just slows it right up. And now Ashby. Longstaff. Across to Jamal Lewis. And he's got Sanusi. Sanusi gets an overlap from Lewis. Checks back, lays it into Almiron. Almiron now plays it into Longstaff. Longstaff could build up this from Newcastle. Almiron. Oh, God almighty Father. Anybody want to say anything?
I mean, Miggy just gave the ball away for anybody wondering why. It was a good little move, but Miggy blindly played it left to nobody.
I mean, Miggy plays it to nobody. I mean, how many times have we said that?
Well, to be fair, he played it to a Japanese player, so...
Well, he did, yes. Yeah.
A lot of comments about Parkinson in the chat as well. Yeah, I think we're being a bit harsh. I think Parkinson just needs a loan away for a season, League One, League Two.
Yeah, I think
and then
I'd agree with
that in a year's time. Because at the moment, and it is a difficult situation for him, but he's not looked the best so far in pre-season. But give him the full loan.
Well, he hasn't looked best when we've seen him come on in other games as well, Alex. To be fair, I think he needs a run of games. He needs to play some first team football to assess him better. So I think you're right. A loan is probably what Newcastle United should do. And anyway, to be fair, that might probably happen.
I mean, Magpies Unite talking about Osula there. I mean, that's a really good point. I'd rather have William Osula come in situations when we need him compared to Ben Parkinson right now.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Parkinson's a physical type centre forward who, unfortunately, hasn't grown to his full kind of physicality yet, and he hasn't really got the nous of being a centre forward, has he yet? You know, come with experience.
Oh, long ball, long cross played in there. Pope came for it and then decided to leave it, and it rolls out for a throw in. Colin Morton says, "I love Miggy, but he isn't doing himself any favours." Sanusi's down at the moment, just holding his right knee. He's back up now, and we have a drinks break. Nothing much to report in this second half, unfortunately, guys. It's been very stale.
There are a few positives. I mean, Sanusi's been very bright. I think Harrison Aspie's come into the game more as the game's gone on. Aside from that, it's
just seeing that goal again. I don't think the whole of that ball was out, guys. I think it was a good decision. I don't think that was out.
I can't call it a good decision because it's a guess. Whether it's correct or not correct, it's a guess.
We just saw the replay there. We saw a close replay there. I don't think the whole of that ball went over the line. But
the ref can't know that.
Opinions. Well, no, he can't. 38,201 in attendance. As those Japanese fans are loving it with the Newcastle fans. They've made the trip over. They're having a great time. Yeah, it did. They're having a great time, no matter the score. Tom Webster says Sanusi looks great. Debatably have him starting. What was that? Just disappeared off my screen there. Starting over Barnes from pre-season performances. Kush to la Kush is looking at fringe players as rancid. I think I could get a contract at this rate. It's appalling. How are we getting beat 2-0 of a bunch of computer scientists? Well, that's harsh. Niall, Charlie, you really are macking. You only show up when losing. Apart from that, you're eating. Behave. Stop arguing in the chat. Apparently, Parkinson has had a loan offer from Chesterfield, Lincoln City, Mansfield, Peterborough, and MK Dons, according to Football Agents.
Don't go to McDonald's.
No.
Although I guess Paul Mitchell's got links to it, hasn't he?
He has. Yeah, he has. Forgot about that.
Again, watch my stats. If he plays for MK Dons, wouldn't you?
You couldn't pay me.
Saturday afternoon, go and watch Ben Parkinson trot around the MK Don Stadium.
Yeah, what a lovely stadium that is, by the way. Jesus,
it's not a bad stadium to be fair. I just don't like it.
It just looks grey and miserable, like the whole of Milton Keynes does.
It's got 25,000 seats in it. It's 2.5 times bigger than the Bournemouth Stadium.
It's the way it's been built. Miserable, grey.
It is next to a big IKEA as well.
Well, Newcastle on the opportunity to have a break here. Almiron bursting through the middle of the field and plays a decent ball to Sanusi, to be honest. Sanusi now cuts back onto his right foot, holds off the defender, lays it back to Miggy, and it comes to nothing. Good work by Sanusi. He's won the ball back again, and the referee decides to give a free kick. I thought Sanusi won the ball there. But
I think that was good from Miggy and Sanusi there, to be fair.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think so too.
Good ball.
That's a good tackle from Sanusi that he's penalised there. It's an excellent tackle.
It's a brilliant tackle. He wins the ball. I don't know how that is a free kick.
Because it's against a Yokohama player, basically. But
we've had quite a lot of moves break down because the referee's given the wrong call, and it's a shame. We want these moves to play out correctly so we can get a good idea, and it's frustrating. But yeah, I don't think there was anything wrong there between Miggy and Sanusi. Miggy couldn't get the shot away because he was being pulled back a little bit. One of those. It was a good move.
It's
first decent link up between the two.
Ken written on the back of his shirt.
Yvonne says, all this talk about just a friendly. I want us to win. So does Eddie and the players. We need to wake up and smell the coffee. Players need to go so we can buy better.
To be fair, the goalkeeper didn't get a touch of that ball. If Miggy had gone down, that's a pen.
Yeah, Alex, do you really think so?
Well, not with this referee, but if Miggy goes down in a Premier League game there, that could be a pen.
Alex, the goalkeeper he could have come out of goal there with an axe and chopped his leg off and he still wouldn't get a penalty. And here is Almiron now in the middle of the field. Plays it to Sanusi. Sanusi again gets the ball and moves forward instantly inside to Parkinson. Parkinson not strong enough again, lost the ball. There is a lot of comments coming in, to be fair, that maybe this is a wake-up call that certain second-string players, they're not good enough. And we've seen that numerous times, of course.
It just takes too long to get the ball under control, doesn't it, as well?
Lack
of awareness and stuff like that.
A lot of these players maybe not quite good enough. Aussie Mag, thank you for your super chat. Need to play the younger guys to show which players to invest in and develop. Shows who won't make the cut and allows us to discover players like Miley. I'm very surprised we haven't seen Jamie Miley come on, by the way, but we do have a corner here. 13 and a half minutes to go of the game. It doesn't look like Newcastle are bringing anybody else on at the moment. Here's Longstaff. Clips the ball in. Lazy clip into the box to absolutely nobody.
Tinder will be furious at that. Very lazy attempt to just find the run of the 6'7" bloke in the middle.
Great one by Alfie Harrison to win the ball back. Little ball inside. Here's Almiron on the edge of the box. Almiron lays it to Longstaff. Sorry, Byrne. Byrne feeds it on to Murphy. Murphy cuts back on his right, curls his shot in, and it's wide of the post and a goal kick to Yokohama.
Yeah, it was a good setup from Miggy there for the shot, but it was Byrne.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was expecting somebody to come on and rifle that. But it didn't happen. As Yokohama now have the ball again. Sliced ball. We've definitely seen a lot more of the ball now, but we haven't really tested the goalkeeper yet. And Almiron again now. Inside to Sanusi. Almiron's actually picked up the play a little bit in the last 15 minutes. I think he's done okay. He's making himself a lot more available for the ball. That's a certainty.
100%. Well, we need him to pick it up because we're either going to need to play him or sell him. So we need him to pick it up a little bit.
Yeah. Plus, he's one of the senior players on the pitch at the minute. So
that's true. Oh, brilliant from Sanusi, but he tried to sort of toe poke the ball and he just got intercepted and it's a corner. I'm really impressed with this kid, guys, I have to say. His confidence
as well.
Yep. His confidence is right up there. As soon as he gets the ball, he wants to take players on. I don't think this Japanese player understands the 10-yard rule here for the corner. But we play it short. Ashby to Jacob Murphy. Almiron in support. Can play that across to the left. Sanusi's in acres of space, but he lays it to Jamal Lewis. Now Sanusi.
This is from a corner, guys. Can we do something?
Yeah, I don't know what that corner was all about there. It was absolutely pathetic. Oh, that's not a good ball from Murphy either. Ashby tries to win it back. It's cleared eventually by Yokohama. Nick Thornton, thank you very much for your super chat. After watching Miggy and Longstaff, my dream of being a Premier League player is alive and kicking. Well, actually, to be fair to Miggy's pulling the strings a little bit in the last 15 minutes, so he has upped his game a little bit. But
well, I wouldn't go as far as pulling strings.
Okay,
he's playing.
Well, listen, I get slagged off for not saying any positive things about Miggy, so I'm trying, Alex. Give me a chance here. I'm trying. Okay. Oh, brilliant from Alfie Harrison. Superb skills in the midfield. Lays it into Miggy. A little flick to Jacob Murphy now. Harrison wants the ball back again. Here is Alfie Harrison. Cuts back in on his left foot. Plays a fabulous ball across. Oh, come on, Lewis. You should be onto that, man. Jamal Lewis is calling for the ball on the left. Harrison pings the ball out, and Lewis just doesn't run.
A little bit strong. It's a bit of both there.
I am not happy with Jamal Lewis's gaudy beard. He does not suit that gaudy. Anyway, who am I? I am not a fashionada. Yokohama trying to play the ball out. Dan Burn gets in with a tackle, wants to throw in. He's not going to get it. Or he is going to get it. The referee waved for a Yokohama throw in and then suddenly pointed the other way. He's a very interesting character, this referee, I have to say. Dan Burn now on the halfway line. Longstaff across to Emil Kraft. Kraft gets support from Jacob Murphy. Plays the ball first time inside. Nice bit of play that between Murphy. And then Murphy's bustled off the ball. But as usual, play goes on. Then Murphy gets his own back and the referee gives a free kick. Oh, dear me. 9 minutes to go. 2-0 still to Yokohama.
I know it's terrible.
And then Murphy, I mean, that's just frustration from Jacob, to be honest.
That's pathetic. That is absolutely pathetic. This referee's an absolute tosser.
Lawrence Taylor, good day to you, Lawrence. He says, I know Target's injured, but do wonder why Lewis is playing friendlies when we're looking to offload him.
Have we got any mods in the chat? Can we keep an eye on some very irritating people, please? I've had to ban a couple of people already.
Yokohama have the ball here, just knocking it around in the Newcastle half. Matthew says, missed the first 70 minutes. Not sure how the game has been, but Alfie Harrison has looked good and Sanusi has looked threatening. Yeah. Probably the standout players of the second half. And here come Yokohama again. Round the back of Ashby, but he gets back to win the ball. And a good tackle and a corner to Yokohama. Keep subscribing, guys. Over 2,800 watching across both platforms. Thank you for your support again today. Welcome to all our new subscribers. And please don't forget to hit that like button as well if you're enjoying the commentary of the game. And as I say, it is free to subscribe and make sure you hit the bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. Corner then to Yokohama.
Good defending, yeah. But he's really coming to the game actually after pretty shaky first 10 minutes of the second half.
Yeah. Noxie says the referee is Mr. Magoo. In comes the corner, headed away by Sean Longstaff. Clip back into the penalty area, and that's just going to come safely into the arms of His Holiness. Well, coming up to 7 minutes to go in the game, plus whatever the referee adds on. I do not think Newcastle United are going to get anything out of this game, unfortunately. I thought we played very well in the first half. It was a good, entertaining game, but then obviously we made a lot of changes in the second half, and those players that have had a chance to shine and maybe push for a place have just not done it. Apart from maybe, Alfie Harrison's been good, but I'm really impressed with the kid Sanusi. I think he's a lively character. He wants the ball. He wants to run at defenders, and he's got some skill about him as well.
It is a little bit frustrating to lose this game, though. Even though it's a friendly and we're auditioning a lot of players and it's a test, that's fine. But it's the national stadium in Tokyo. It's our big whole advertising experience in this country. So it's a little bit frustrating to lose it.
Well, we've just lost the ball there. This could be 3-0 here. And
my
it's off.
word.
How the hell has he cleared that off the line?
Harrison Ashby, what a clearance.
How has he cleared that off the line there? That is incredible athleticism. And you're going to see a replay here. Sanusi was tackled, and he's clearly onside. Emil Kraft playing everybody on.
How's he done that?
That is an incredible clearance off the line. That was hit ferociously and going into the net. There's no doubt about that. And Harrison...
Well, look at the ground he's made up to get there as well. It's brilliantly defended.
Did that actually... I think it hit the Japanese player on the head, guys.
It did.
I think it wasn't Harrison's clearance. It's hit the Japanese player on the head and gone into the air instead of the net.
Oh, okay.
That's why he was holding his head. I mean, it was like a bullet.
It looked like from the reverse angle. It looked like Ashby blocked it.
Yeah. Anyway, long ball from Dan Byrne. It's a beauty, that. Right onto the feet of Jacob Murphy. Murphy now looking ahead of him. Lays it back to Alfie Harrison. Harrison to Sanusi. Sanusi to Murphy. Sanusi then makes a pelt in the box. Murphy cuts on his left and fires a shot a couple of foot over the bar. And another goal kick to Yokohama.
See, Miggy made a run centrally from the 10 there, but then there was no pass back central. Nobody occupied the space. So it's just, yeah. Not very good in build-up at the moment.
Well, young Sanusi is down again, holding his right knee. Of course, he was holding that earlier on in the game. JW says, question for Alex. Do you think we may have let Minte go because we've got Sanusi, and maybe out of the two, how favoured him instead?
No, we let him go because he was worth a lot of money and we needed money.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
We needed to sort out the old PSR issues as Yokohama make a few changes. Coming up to 4 minutes to go in the second half. It's 2-0 to Yokohama. It's been a really frustrating second half, to be honest. There's some players out there that just haven't done it. And at the end of the day, we know the players that aren't good enough. We don't need to, we've seen enough really to know that.
Stuff on the pitch, to be honest.
I mean, we should have been more clinical in the first half. We definitely had the opportunity to score a couple of goals at least in the first 45. And we looked the better team. And then we've, let it slide.
It's definitely bugging him, that right knee, Sanusi. Malcolm says he doesn't like the colour on the shirt. I love it, mate. I really do like the shirt. I think the whole design of it is brilliant. I just don't like the way I've spent 80 quid on mine and it's got a defect. Never mind. We'll sort that out with Adidas, I'm sure. Byrne nods it down to Jamal Lewis. Left-footed clearance is god-awful. Straight to Yokohama player. Of course, they're 2-0 up. They don't have. He's into the box here, pulls it across, and well, there seemed to be no call, or Emil Kraft got all muddled up there. Goes out for a corner. That looked like it was going into Nick Pope's hands, and Kraft comes across and takes it off him. But safety first, I guess. But this game is now petering out. Turner Cook has come on the field. I believe that's for Sanusi. So Turner Cook will see the last few minutes of the game. No Jamie Miley. I'm surprised about that. Unless he's picked up a little bit of a knock or something. But if that's the case, then why is he on the bench? And a long shot comes in just wide of Nick Pope's left-hand post. And a goal kick to Newcastle United. Stefan says the second half of these friendlies so far have been poor. You can just see the level change when we have our youngsters on. Well, some of the youngsters have stood out. I mean, Harrison stood out, Sanusi. But listen, we know, and we're not stupid as fans. We know where we need improved. We know that there's certain players who aren't going to make the grade. Lord Wishart, yeah, thank you very much for your super chat. Hi, team. At least the ref has been paid well by the Yakuza.
Yeah, we'll take the free kick.
Played by Parkinson, but again, yeah, the referee does give a free kick. Chance to put this one into the penalty area, maybe.
Matt says no Jamie Marley because he'll be starting the Stella Cup. Yeah, very possibly. I mean, that is a good point. We are going to have to play a full team Friday and a full team Saturday, so we need to make sure we've got everybody available, really.
Yeah. Murphy's now swapped to the left-hand side and let Turner Cook go to the right. Oh, Nick Pope. Oh, dear God. Tried to pass it out. It was intercepted, but luckily for Newcastle United, rolls wide of the post. Could have been an embarrassing moment for His Holiness there.
Okay, I need to blow the whistle now. It's
yeah,
nobody's focusing at all. It's very much up here.
Well, it's pretty shite, Alex. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but it's some of the senior players not doing the basics right now.
Bit of a frog in your throat there, Bill.
Oui.
Dear God. Apparently, the commentator on the TV's just called him Ben Pope. Ben Pope. Okay. I mean, I know I'm not great with names, but I wouldn't call him Ben.
Yeah, this is petered out. Too many. Well, it happens when you make so many substitutions, doesn't it? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Good movement from Turner Cook, but wasn't given the ball back.
You just expect some of these players to perform better. Although then again, why do we keep saying that when we know some of them aren't good enough? Ashby now plays it down to Turner Cook. Nice little turn by him. Ashby, can he get the cross in? Very tight angle and tries, but it's intercepted.
He created the tight angle because of the poor first touch, really.
Yeah, it was dreadful, wasn't it?
But I've liked what I've seen from a couple of the youngsters. Turner Cook's looked okay since he's come on. He looked okay the other day. So is Harrison Ashby. Harrison Ashby's been a bit mixed. I meant to say Alfie Harrison, sorry.
Well, Ashby did have he looked a bit dodgy, but I think the last maybe half an hour of the second half, he's definitely grown into the game.
Yeah, I'm confident that 4 or 5 of these lads, give them a loan, develop them another year, and then there may be a route to the first team possibly.
Yeah.
Whereas we weren't really saying that last year when we had sort of Diallo and some of these players. You just didn't think they were ever going to break through. Whereas a few of these look like they might be able to. So that's nice.
Well, there is the final whistle, guys. And it has finished Yokohama 2, Newcastle United 0. The Japanese are ecstatic. Obviously, they've beaten the Premier League side. I don't think they're bothered about the amount of changes that Eddie Howe made at halftime or during the second half. The fact is, they've beaten the Premier League side. And Dan Burn, down on his hunches there, looks absolutely flat out dead. But I mean, look, the second half, it was all about giving run-outs, getting some minutes into legs and things like that. But again, certain senior players who we know just aren't good enough, quite frankly. That was there for all to see. Yvonne, thank you for your super chat. Professional throughout a boring second half. Thanks, guys. Well, we try to be. Hippie says, I'm going to write an epic odyssey tonight in the style of synthwave, based on the emotional damage caused by this game. Well, listen, it wasn't as bad as the Australia one, wasn't the second game in Australia? I mean, dear God, that was like sitting through I don't know, what sitting through what, Billy?
It was just a joke, wasn't it? The Australian All-Stars game.
I think some people definitely need to get better at taking losses. Like Aston Villa last year finished 4th and lost 10 games in the Premier League. Tottenham, who finished 5th, lost 12. So we will lose up to that, maybe even more next year. Depends how the season goes. We will lose that kind of number of games. And we can't all absolutely throw our toys out the pram when we lose games, because we will lose games. We're not going to go invincible. That's ridiculous. So we can't get really uppity about that. We're going to have to be mature and kind of talk about how it went wrong and be supportive as a fan base. We can be critical.
I think it's frustrating again, Alex, that we see Longstaff and Miggy play a full game when they were just
this
awful.
Is pre-season. They need to. They have to play. They have to play pre-season games. We have to give everybody minutes. We have to look at everyone. We've got to give everybody an opportunity. Then we can figure out
Miggy's who to sell, who to keep. We need to sell Miggy. He has to go. We cannot rely on him on the right-hand side.
I think
Bruno's
it's time,
getting interviewed now. Do you want to listen to Bruno, Alex? Well, see what he's got to say.
Yes.
Dan Robertson, thank you for your super chat. Poor game. Miggy and Longstaff continuing their form from last season. awful officiating, clear favouritism and bias. Roll on the season. I mean, Billy, people will say, oh, you're getting on Miggy's back all the time or Longstaff's back all the time. We're only saying what is blatantly obvious in front of us.
Yeah, it's patently obvious that the weakness in the side is in where Longstaff plays and where Miggy plays. Murphy wasn't great second half, to be fair, either.
No, he wasn't.
So, yeah, yes. There are some bright spots in that game. Without a doubt, there's bright spots. There's Lewis Hall's again outstanding. Bruno's having his first run out of the season.
Kelly had a good debut as well.
Kelly looked pretty solid.
Yeah.
Trevor Sanusi, when he came on, looked really good. Isak looked bright until he went out, until he got his shoulder injured, but I think he'll be fine when he comes. But he'll be broadcast the next Saturday, Friday. So there's some bright spots, but yeah, the fact of the matter is we've got minutes in the legs, and that's what it's all about. It's about getting fitness up for the season to start.
I mean, look, it's a pre-season friendly, okay, and like Alex said before, it's about getting minutes into legs is what pre-season is all about.
Of course it is.
But looking towards the season, which the whole point of pre-season is to build towards the kickoff, and we are now, 2 weeks away from the Premier League starting. We're exactly 2 weeks away now from the Southampton game.
Yep.
And we're still having that conversation about the right-hand side. It was clear there when we were on top in that first 20 minutes. It was clear for me that we were concentrating on going down the left more than the right-hand side because, Livermento's got no support when he's got Longstaff ahead of him and he's got Miggy ahead of him. We just lose the ball. And it was plain as day when, that part in the first half, Bruno's bringing it forward. He had an opportunity to play Miggy in and he didn't. What's Bruno had to say, Alex?
Fantastic. A few people in the chat saying it was a strange interview or he didn't want to be there. No, I thought it was a brilliant interview. I thought the interpreter was fantastic. Bruno was a good sport. He said we looked tired. Wasn't great. He said that the opposition were brilliant, passed the ball well. He said thank you to the fans, the Newcastle fans, best fans in the world for being here. It was a really positive interview. And then he didn't even let the interpreter finish off her final translation. He just said, arigato and thank you to Japan for having us here. Lovely interview, and it was very professional.
Antacid says, bloody love these watch-alongs. I didn't even have any stream today, just the Toon review, and I'm satisfied. I'm not satisfied with our performance from all players, but man, I love NUFC. Agents of Mumu says it's a pre-season tour used for fitness and data, using squad. We know some players are not the best, but that's what it is. I was just saying, Alex, when you were listening to that interview, 2 weeks today, we take on Southampton at St James's Park, first game in the Premier League. And the only worry for me is that we're still talking about this right-hand side.
Look, I think Murphy's good enough. He's a Premier League quality winger. He got 10 goal contributions last year. He's adequate. He's fine. However, we don't want to be adequate and fine. We want to be top 4 next season. We want an Anthony Gordon on the right-hand side. We want somebody who's as good as Isak and Gordon who can play on the right-hand side. I think we all agree on that. And is Murphy that? No, he is good, but he's not at that level. I think that's fair to say. I can see why people are saying that. We wanted a new right winger 12, 18 months ago, and we didn't get one. We wanted an upgrade on Jamal Lascelles to challenge Fabian Schär. We didn't get one. Now we're waiting for this summer for the same 2 transfers. We'll see. We'll see if we get them.
You've got a Mackham in the chat trying to pretend he's a Newcastle fan, but he's let himself go with his name, King Quinn. First said embarrassing interview, and then he said, we're rubbish. You are rubbish, Sunderland. Yes, correct.
Well, I mean, you're watching a Newcastle game, so in my spare time, I would never watch a Sunderland game, so good for you.
Foxy says 2 good workouts for the team in Japan, now for the Cellar Cup.
Indeed.
I still haven't got any tickets for the Cellar Cup yet.
Well, there's plenty of them around, apparently.
Yeah, there is. There's still loads still on sale. I think the reason for that is the opposition aren't quite maybe what we were hoping for. Dare I say? I know they're both in the Champions League, but you get what I'm saying. They're not really, name wise, they're not that big, massive. We
don't care about name wise though. We care about the test for the season ahead.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking from a fan's point of view, Alex. I understand what Newcastle's point of view is, but
this is what we did last pre-season. We had Fiorentina, we had Nice. We wanted teams that were around that 6th to 8th place finish bracket to test our skills against. It was the right choice. I think we're doing the right thing again this year. It's the right level. I don't see any problem with it.
Malcolm says he can see us starting with Gordon on the right and Barnes on the left.
Potentially could happen.
Jason says we were shite. Opportunity lost. Sorry for the fans who travelled 3,000 miles and the Japanese who put their heart on us. Not good enough for them. Listen, I think you have to. It's a pre-season, Jason. I mean, we're not going to come out there and just play a full starting 11 from start to finish. The Japanese, the camera panned into the crowd numerous times, and the Japanese fans were having a whale of a time. Singing the Newcastle songs and joining in with the Newcastle fans who've made the trip. We can't sort of look at it and say, "Oh my God, we've lost to Yokohama." It is what it is. It's minutes in legs. Yes, we know where the problems are, and hopefully, so does the management team. We have to know where the problems are and we have to deal with it. And I just hope, Billy, within these next 2 weeks before the season starts, I would hope maybe that we get a couple of signs in this week, before the Seller Cup, so they've at least got an opportunity, whichever signings we do bring in, have got an opportunity to play before the season kicks off.
Yeah, if we get them some minutes, and if it was signed someone Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, get them some minutes in the Seller Cup and potentially onto the bench for the Southampton game. 100%.
I'm not sure what happened to Stato. They just disappeared.
Maybe his internet's gone or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, how are you feeling, Billy, ahead of the season?
I'm positive. I'm really positive. Yeah, I'm really positive. And we've not seen our full strength side all together at once as yet. But when we do, I think we're going to look good. In the main, all of them have done pretty well at some point in the pre-season so far. It's just the usual subjects they haven't, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing us play against some good quality teams next weekend, because they have obviously an upgrade on what we played this weekend. And there's some positive kind of signs from the youth as well. So Sanusi, Harrison, looking forward to seeing more of them as well. So it's all good. I'm positive.
I'll ask you the same question now. So just ask Billy, at this present time, how are you feeling ahead of the new season?
Excited. I think I want to say confident, but I can't yet. I think we need, when we get the two in the door, a centre half and a right winger, I'll be confident. I appreciate we possibly need a bit more than that, but those are the two key areas to strengthen the first team. We've done a lot of squad building and cleaning out the back end, and we've done that. We need two that improve the first team. I know you can't buy first team improvements all the time, but we didn't. Last year we bought a lot of players to upgrade, the back end of the squad, and we've done that so far this window as well, with goalkeepers and free transfers and things like that. We now need two first team signings, a centre half and a right winger. Okay. So when I will move from excited to confident when we make those two signings.
Yeah, me and Billy were just saying that, with the tournament, well, the friendlies next Saturday, do you think Newcastle might really try and bring these two signings in this week, so they've at least got a couple of friendlies to play in before the kick off to the season, if they possibly can, if it's an opportunity to?
I'll try their best. It depends on. There's a lot more to it than that. It's not about whether they want to. They probably wanted to get them in 2 weeks ago, but it's about the transfer deals, the wages, the agreements, traveling to the locations, meeting with agents. There's a lot of moving parts to transfers. So especially the kind of pond we're fishing in now compared to where we were 2 years ago. We were fishing for Kieran Trippier's and we're a good project. Come and help us be the first few through the door. We were taking chances on Isak. A lot of clubs weren't sure whether to pull the trigger on that kind of signing. Now we've moved away from that. We're now shopping in ponds where everybody wants these players. But this is where hopefully Paul Mitchell comes in and we can pick up the talents that people aren't sure about. We want another Bruno signing, another Isak signing on players that people aren't quite sure. We make the purchase. We have a good player. But you need the talent ID in place. That's why we've brought in Mitchell.
Guys, I've seen a few more comments about Fulkrug. He's not going to come as a second choice striker. Nicholas Fulkrug will want to come in as the number 1 striker. And
he's also 31.
Yeah, and he's going to West Ham.
And he's going to West Ham, yeah. So it doesn't mean anything. Anyway, that concludes the show. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in today. Not the result we wanted, but hey, it's minutes and legs again, and that's the main thing ahead of the new season kicking off. Some decent performances today, certainly from certain players, and certain players, obviously, who we know we need to sell. But that is up to the hierarchy at Newcastle United to try and sort out. But thank you for all your super chats and memberships. Mods, thank you. Billy and Alex, thank you very much. But thank you to you guys. Almost 3,000 in the day across both platforms. Incredible support again. Please do subscribe if you are new and haven't done so yet. Come and be part of an incredible community, but don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. And of course, hit that like button if you haven't already done so before you leave. But thank you very much for watching, and we will see you very soon. But in the meantime, have a fantastic Saturday, and not the result we wanted, but hey ho, excitement for the new season. Take care, everybody.
How are the lads and lasses?
Come back and check out some green.